Hello, hello! I'm back from my delicious lunch of pasta. Holy fuck, am I white? That was a strong start to the stream, me. Just really... This is off. Does it make any difference? A little. We're gonna leave that off for now. We'll turn it on later when it turns out to be pitch black in here. What are we doing? Right, stuff. We are doing stuff. We're picking up quests.
What have we got?
After being away in the capital for so long, my brother Lilian finally come home. He's still a gutless coward. That's why I'd like to take an opportunity to beat some great into him. Sibling showdown. Pull up my thingy. We have some new fish. We have movies somewhere.
I could go for some fishing.
I'm curious to see how well I'll perform.
Big catch.
A hit! That
Fuck.
won't do. I'm curious to
That
see
is
how
very
well I'll
frustrating
perform.
that you get 3 misses on something that is relatively easy to miss.
I'm truly ashamed.
Whoops.
I'm curious to
I'm not
see
doing
how
too,
well
I'm
I'll
not
perform.
doing Rosette proud here.
Right.
A hit! I'm happy to report I caught one.
Forrest Gill.
A hit!
There we go. Rock that one.
My, this one's quite large.
A puffer. A rank. And those are the 2 new ones, I think, as long as I have the red perk. Do. There,
Okay, let's do this.
Understood.
there is a movie theater somewhere around here. This is the Bracer Guild. We don't want to talk to them yet.
Stay calm. It's just me.
The hotel. I remember the movie theater being somewhere.
The goings on here.
Very helpful. Thank you, me.
Visiting the Kowloon department store.
Right here.
Movie was kick-ass.
I cannot do it now. Oh, no, I can watch it. I do this. 3-point heat. Sorry, Aaron. Getting benched. I'm not going to read all this because my throat is tired already. So exciting.
That's enough! No more fighting! We're a team, aren't we?
Are we? I don't see a team. Just a bunch of chumps who can't score for shit. Listen up. If any of you get your hands on the ball, pass it to me. I'll turn this game around in no time flat.
You just don't get it, Evan. How can I get this through your thick skull? You have no idea what this sport is about.
Oh, great. You're all here. I just got done talking to the coach. Hey, Evan, do you mind if I be selfish for a sec? Put me in for the second half. Please. I'm begging you.
Damn it. They're all over me. I might be able to make a pass. But is anyone even open? Huh?
Now's not the time to be calling it quits, Evan. I might not be great at this game, but I love it more than anything in the world. So I get it. I get why you're so fired up about it. Our passion burns just as bright as yours, and it won't get snuffed out here. No way in hell.
Such a sports movie.
That stupid grin on his... Oh, no. That guy can't do anything right. Ah, what the hell? Go for it, Halil. Show me that you've got what it takes.
You can do it! Take it to the hole, you two!
Imagine keeping an opposing team to scoring 0 points in the first half and then potentially losing. How embarrassing would that be? You would never live that down in high school sports. Oh, teamwork really is important, huh? What they're doing is a little different from how we go about coordinating on the battlefield, though. If you want to be successful in team-based sports, good teamwork's a must. There's a limit to how much one person can achieve on their own. That doesn't mean you should only rely on your teammates. What you're saying is every player has to put their best foot forward. In that sense, good teamwork requires good individuals. If you're grasping that concept at your age, then you're ahead of the game. Maybe young in some ways, but you're wise beyond your years in others. Well, I wouldn't go that far. You could pluck a frame out from any point in the life of a high school student. I'm certain it would look quite gorgeous. Spending time together with friends day after day sounds like a beautiful thing. Trust me, that time of your life ain't all sunshine and roses. You got the stress of preparing for the future, and all the networking's a giant pain. Though I can't deny those fun experiences in between can turn into real assets later in life. But that was the case for those 3 characters in the film as well. And hey, that doesn't mean us grown-ups can't have our fun too. Kid just can't just up and act like an adult all of a sudden. An adult can act like a kid anytime they want. You're proposing that we should not lose touch with our inner child. Very well. I'll be sure to use you as a reference point. Glad you get the picture. Wait, what? Yes, purchase the brochure.
Here's your schedule.
What? You expecting thanks?
Thanks, Aaron.
We was kick ass.
I did find the portal here, right? Need a lot more shard tokens. Yay. Yeah, it was over here, wasn't it? Yeah.
Would you
Yeah, it's right here.
Yamato
Okay.
really mean that?
Let's go do this bracer quest. And gifts given. Woo! Your big brother's here in Langport. Thought he was trying to put some space between himself and home. If memory serves, he was working at a department store in Edith. Said he Wanted to have a bout with him while he's here? Hasn't it been a while since you've seen each other? The only way he'll listen to me. I need your help to get it done. So I'm challenging him to a bout. Ideally, I'd like to pair with one of you for it. Right between siblings. Do we ask why you would do such a thing? My brother is next in line to take over as head of the Gekka School. Yet he's run off to the capital. I'd like to convince him to return home. Gekka School's dojo. That's over in the second ward. You don't agree with what he's decided to do, so you want to fight him, win, and force him to take on his responsibilities. Is that it? Not exactly a complicated plan. Complicated is kind of our thing, you know? Seems pretty satisfied with his life as he is. Why not just let him be? I understand the path he's chosen, but we were born to the main house of the Gekka School. As a family with deep roots here in Langport, we have a duty to our heritage. I get all that, but why can't you just fight him one-on-one? Because I want him to take the fight seriously, which I know he won't do if it's just me. That's why I'd like to duel him in a pair. If he has to deal with more than one opponent, he'll have no choice but to fight in earnest. Friggin' please help me. Sure. Yeah, I got it. We'll help you out. We know you guys pretty well, after all. Thank you. I really appreciate this. Alright, in that case, I'll pair up with you, Xiaoling. It's been a while since I sparred with Li Lian. Wonder if he's got any new tricks. Does that mean you'll be going up against both Van and your brother, though? Is that okay with you, B-Rank? That's supposed to mean brat. Wait, did you attend Xiaoling's dojo as a child? Yeah, I mostly just went there to play when I was a kid, but Li Lian helped me train sometimes, too. Used to be a real hard ass though, but I think I prefer that over the whole lazy bit he's been pulling lately. Back then, everyone in the dojo wanted to be just like him. Oh, the nostalgia. Now's not the time to get sentimental. Let's head over to the dojo.
Let's hurry up and finish this. What are we waiting for?
Look at that, we're here. If it isn't Van, you're a ways from Edith, friend. Or as you knew I was... Oh yes, my little sister. I'm sure this will be exciting. Brother, I demand we have a duel. Your skills have withered in your self-exile. As your family, it's my duty to beat you back into shape. There's no way to greet your brother, Xiaoling. Right on the steps of the dojo, no less. So to have you know, I came here of my own volition to renew my sense of purpose. I'd believe that. You're just snooping around because Baba's out. All right through me, huh? Sorry about my little sister trying to drag you into this mess, Van. Look, Xiaoling, I'm just a pharmacist now. I've already decided to leave the way of martial arts to you. I only came back here on a whim. Do you guys mind escorting her home? Brother, stop treating her like a child. She came here to talk to you about something serious. Don't you think you're being rude? Maybe your little sister, but she deserves your respect. You can at least hear what she has to say. I guess you're right. I've never given up on my dream of bringing you back to the dojos, so if I win our duel, promise me that my dream will come true. In return, if I lose, I'll resign from my position as a bracer. Hey, hold on a second. You go that far? See, you're very determined, aren't you, Xiaoling? For all, you even brought the Spriggan along. Means you knew I wouldn't go along with this otherwise. Think you understand my resolve then. Now let's... However, I cannot accept those terms. I'm assuming you planned on me pairing up with Van? Someone from another school in the battle to decide who succeeds the Gekka. See where I'm going with this, right? You have a point. Got me there. Wonder who would make a good replacement. Not that I plan to help search for one, mind you. My poor old back would simply give out on me. They were finally taking this seriously. Doesn't really sound like he'd be budging anytime soon. So now I gotta find someone to take Van's place? What a pain in the ass. Martial artist that can not only match Li Lian's superior skill, but is also a practitioner of the Gekka School. Not many will fit the bill. Gotta be someone we know. What about that guy at Long Kai Clinic? Yeah, I'm sure he'd be a good match. Let's go over and have a talk with him. Means that we need to go... I think it's in the Harbor District? Definitely not the Harbor District. There's shops.
Why don't we see?
Hey, isn't that...
That's one of the Marduk Company's high-speed airships.
Looks like Customs in the middle of something.
Oh, we found another portal.
Take a look if you want.
Author of the Four Beasts.
Hello there.
Hello there, Ishmael. How's it going? Alright, I can play basketball. Alright, how do I basketball? Hold and release A to shoot the ball. Nice. Release when the bar hits the green zone to gauge the score. Press Y to jump and block and punch shot. Press X to steal the ball and run down the clock. Okay. Oh. That goes up really fucking fast.
That went well. And in it goes. No, I think not.
Oop. Okay.
No. Success. I think not.
Get fucking rolled, bruh. Oh, too much. That goes up so fast, dude.
That went well.
Aw, just short. Nope.
No. Success. I think not. I think not.
I can just bully this guy. Basketball's so easy, bro.
Match.
I'm the best basketball player ever. Yeah, I was bullying that man. 3 basketball wins. Well, I'll probably do more of that stuff off stream. Because that seems like it's just gonna be more of that. Keep scanning.
This is an adequate spot for fishing.
All right. Now it's First Ward, which is where we've been. It used to just be called Eastern Quarter. And you know what that means? More shopping.
Come again.
Hey, friend. I got some good stuff.
Moshi gloves. Not Mishi, Moshi. Legally distinct.
Oh, Aaron, thank you so much for your help earlier.
Langport's Lunar New Year Festival is right around the corner. The Dragon Chariot, Red Star's signature vehicle, has been stolen. However, considering Heiaway is likely busy with other matters at the moment, we thought it best to ask for you for help.
My pleasure. I'm just glad everything worked out.
Where to next?
Step right. Take all the time you need. Be seeing you.
You're free to take a I take great pride in all my merchandise. Yes, yes. I'll admit, I am a little nervous.
What'll it be?
The Sacred Scarf. Oh, I can get the Master's Gloves, too.
Thank you.
It's okay, Aaron's.
help us?
What'll it be?
This must be the Eastern Quarter.
Proverbs of Divinity. Speed, accuracy, crit. Pretty good. HP, strength, defense.
Thank you. What'll it be? Thank you.
Couscous. $6,006 HP.
I wonder if things have calmed down a bit.
Come on in. My stuff can't be beat. I'll be waiting for you. Hey, Aaron. Things get hairy around here again. I'm counting on you to help me out.
You got it, Pops.
The citizens are more composed than I expected, given the present circumstances. I'm curious to see how well
they know Aaron has their backs.
Way to go, little Spriggan of Langport.
Shut up, I'll kick your ass. Still, I need to hurry up and fix this situation before it starts affecting everyone in town.
I'm happy to report I caught one. A hit! I'm happy to report I caught one.
Quicksilver Carp. Cool. You guys, huh? Kind of figured you'd show up eventually. All that commotion was definitely surprising yesterday, but most folks have just been going about their business as usual. Seems like that's Hayaway's doing now. Guess they wanted to step in and keep things under control. Well, yeah, this may just be family trouble to them, but it's in their best interest to keep citizens from panicking. Anyway, can we assume that drinking first thing in the morning is your own brand of business as usual? Hey, this is still my first drink of the day, all right? Let a guy take a chance to relax. By the way, are you guys familiar with Seven Hearts? A card game that's been real popular recently. First time I'm hearing of it. Rules are a bit different from other card games, but that hasn't stopped me and Hal from getting hooked on it. Good for workers to take a break every now and then, don't you think? What do you say playing around? I don't think that sounded as convincing as you thought it would. Perhaps we'll take you up on the offer at a later time. So I can play cards there.
What would you like? Come again.
But we can also do that online, like on the Marker Garten.
Oh, did you hurt something? Allow me to assist. Hope to see you again.
Ben gave a brief explanation of the situation to Shenley. See, I thought I'd heard something about Lilian's return. Please, if there's anything you can do to help us. As a bracer and a member of the Gega School, I'm sure you can imagine how I feel coming to you of all people. If this is the only way to convince my brother, then I have no problem asking a former Zhongsho for help. Former Zhang Snout? Thinking for the price is high for leaving the role of Zhongsho. Well, I won't deny it. Look, well, I have no intention of digging into your past. We need a little help. I'm assuming you know Lilian? Yeah, I guess you could call us childhood friends. We used to go to the dojo together. Lots of Geka practitioners in Heiwei's ranks. Never stopped training, but not because I want to keep up with my Zhongsho days. No, I keep training because I'm committed to never performing acts of violence ever again. I think that's more than enough about me, though. To be honest, I'm a bit skeptical of what Lilian's true intentions are. Yeah, me too. In any event, the past doesn't matter now. I want you to help as my brother's childhood friend, not as a former Zhongsho. I expect he remembers the core principle of the Geka School. Violence is to be rejected, not embraced. Yeah, I remember Master Tianglong teaching us that. Why not give them a hand, then? Dr. Longkai. You're worried, no? I think you should do as your heart desires. You're right. For the sake of an old friend, I accept your request. Thank you so much. I'm sure my brother will be thrilled. Also hoping to finally get to spar with Van, but it seems it just wasn't meant to be. Please, I'm more than happy to sit this one out. Maybe next time. Anyhow, please give me some time to prepare, and I'll come by once I finished up over here. Okay. Who's
Oh,
that?
did you hurt something?
Oh yeah, didn't I? Got the towel. Sporty glasses. Got the dog tail, the fox tail, backpack, cute backpack, inner tube, sparkly stars everywhere. That's very Aaron. Oh, that's very Aaron. Perfect. Very school uniform. Not doing the towels. That's just not happening. Yeah, there we go. Tactical. Silver hair. That's pretty cool. Doing that. Oh, he's now he actually looks like Reen. This Emma? Because it's funny. Oh, it changes her eye color too. Kind of like that. Green hair Ketra. No, it looks weird. Oh, nope. Nope, nope, nope. Oh, business casual. Oh my. Hello. So if I...
Okay, sure.
Yeah, he just has leaves floating around him all the time now. Come on, not Reen. We've got places to go. Oh, that's actually gonna get really annoying. I'm gonna turn that off. Just the way that it sticks to him is just gonna be very distracting.
Got it. I'll try my hardest. My Kruga cooking turned out great.
It'd be my pleasure. Please, help yourself.
Hello there. Thank you.
Start this quest as well. You the Minho that sent out the 4SPG. You got Harrium with you too. Thank you for coming, Spriggan. Yes, I'm Minho with Red Star. You brought Aaron along. That's very encouraging. Oh yeah, man. With me on board, it's always smooth sailing. Anyway, what's this here about the Dragon Chariot going missing? It was over in the main plaza up until yesterday, wasn't it? Question: what exactly is a Dragon Chariot? Alright, I suppose if you're not from Langport, you probably wouldn't be too familiar with it. A yearly tradition, kind of a symbolic thing. Every year, the most influential people in Hayaway invest large sums of Mira into prepping a high-class luxury car to put on display, and show it off at Lunar New Year to impress anyone with eyes. To make sure everyone knows how rich and powerful Hayaway is. Here in the old days, they used to do it with boats and ox carts. Ever since Red Star came around, though, luxury orbital cars have been the staple. After the festival, it gets toured around to every location you can think of before eventually being auctioned off. Auction off, then I suppose the Eastern Theater serves as the auction house? That's correct. In fact, the Dragon Chariot was supposed to be brought in to the theater today. We were actually just having a meeting about it. Fortunately, just as we were getting ready to proceed, it disappeared. If we don't do something, our company will be out a huge investment, and that's not even to mention how much it'll inconvenience our partners in Hayaway. Is there any way we can enlist your services to help retrieve the Dragon Chariot? What do you say, old man? I want to say no, just because you called me old man. Hayaway's not really in a place to deal with this right now, and I've had my fair share of experience with stuff like this. Besides, as a casual fan of horror cars myself, I want to see whoever stole that beauty brought to justice. Casual fan, he says. But I'm with you. We can't just let some two-bit thieves get away with something like this. Appreciate your support. To be honest, I was pretty worried you might not take the job. An incredibly expensive vehicle, after all. If you don't manage to get it back, Red Star will be at a huge financial loss. May not be relevant to the investigation, but exactly how much is the Dragon Chariot worth? Chassis base is one of Red Star's more pricey models, the Nexus 3. Then you got the embossing work from a first-class professional, the pure gold ornamental pieces, gold outer coating. Manufacturing costs alone would be 30 million lira. 30 million lira? I can't believe someone would pay so much for a single car. When it comes to auction, the highest bidding price usually goes well beyond the original value. There's no doubt the thieves would be able to make a rather significant profit from it. Imagine they mean to use the money to fund their criminal activities. From a risk management perspective, this case seems absolutely critical. Right, first things first, I need you two to tell me all the details about how the car was being transported to the theater. Any moments you can think of where the car could have been stolen? Yes, you see, the Red Star crew started moving into the theater around 5 hours ago. They finished about 4 hours ago, which is when everyone decided to leave. Fortunately, right around that time, there was one issue that cropped up. Prevented us from being able to keep a proper eye on the chariot. What happened? As soon as they started bringing the car in, the revenue service decided to show up for an audit. So busy dealing with them, there was no time for anything else. Seemed like it took forever. Then the auditors only left a few minutes ago. Audit from the revenue service, that's how this all ties together. Right after Fan Lu got arrested on false charges of tax evasion. Makes sense that other businessmen would start being suspected of fraud too, but you gotta admit the timing's pretty suspicious. Hard to believe it's a coincidence. Either the criminal knew the revenue service's exact schedule or perhaps shamed at our lack of vigilance, but because there were so many crew members on hand, we assumed everything would be fine. Perhaps some of them noticed something we didn't? Don't you think you shouldn't give more clear instructions? You guys were the ones in charge, after all. Well, either way, it wouldn't be a bad idea to ask around inside the theater. We just need to take it slow and trace the path, step by step. Let's get to it.
Okay,
Right.
time to get to work.
We will deal with that in a minute. But not yet. We have a brawl. A brawl is surely brewing.
Go, go, go! Understood. Got it.
Right, more.
Brother, we found your match. So soon? Well, this certainly wasn't who I was expecting. Been a while, Lilian. Even poor Shen Li's been dragged into my baby sister's selfish schemes. Imagine you're not exactly thrilled to be here, huh? I'm just glad to get the chance to help a friend in need. Look, if you want to keep lazing around for the rest of your life, all you gotta do is win. No need for any sappy shit. But you're gonna have to clear up all the stuff you threw out to the wayside. Your actions affect more than just you. Because running away is a bad look. Alright, I accept your challenge, Xiaoling. All I wanted to hear. Everyone else is using fists and Aaron's using swords. This seems unfair. Somehow. Expecting you not to pull punches, Xiaoling. Let's do this.
Deploying sharks! Let's do this, Shaolin!
We won't go easy.
Here goes!
And we're done here.
It's gotten stronger.
Go on.
Killed it. We did it, Aaron. We won. Like there was ever any doubt. My bones haven't seen that much action in a long time. You don't even look winded, Aaron. I didn't think I'd ever get to fight alongside you again, Shenli. Your skills sure have gone dull, though. Well, I could say the same about you. Let's just say we both did our best and leave it at that. Yeah, I think this duel has given me a much better understanding of you, Lilian. And still, I believe you're the best choice for the taking over the dojo. You're more than qualified, even as you are now. What Baba wants, too. I'm glad to hear you say that, Joling. I really am. However, I'm afraid I cannot honor your request. I'm sorry. But you promised. You said that if I won, you'd take over the dojo. Unfortunately, little sister, that isn't quite what I said. Besides, don't you think it's a little strange for a person who just lost a duel to be put in charge of a martial arts school? The request for us to participate in the fight. Now that's finished. Oh, screw it. I'm sure it wouldn't hurt to give him a push in the right direction. So... attempt to provoke or sympathize. We're gonna sympathize with him. Listen, Lilian, I know better than anyone how annoying kids can be, especially stubborn ones like her. They usually don't listen, and they can't stop sticking their nose where it doesn't belong, and they just plain run you ragged. Why the hell does it sound like you got something to say to me? Because he does. There's a time when kids have no choice but to face the truth, and they need to be told what they don't want to see for themselves. Isn't it the best time to give them a hand? I think I see your point. Can't give you a concrete answer at the moment, but whether or not someone is qualified to become the next master isn't simply a matter of martial prowess. There's also a deep sense of purpose, reputation, propriety. These are all necessary qualities for a master to have. Xiaoling possesses all of them. I mean that from the bottom of my heart. You say that, not to pile on with Girly here, but remember how the students of the dojo used to look up to you. You had a pretty good reputation back then. Just what the hell happened, man? Did something go down after I stopped coming to the dojo? Wonder why you stopped training. You're acquaintances, aren't you, Mr. Arkwright? Yeah, but I wouldn't call us close. We've never really talked about stuff like that. I think I got an idea of what happened, though. But disappointing. Heads up. Everyone all right? Yep, I am unharmed. Swift as a demon, as always. Brother, are you all right? Yes, everything's fine. Not bad. You protected the little girl, too. Guess you do still carry the blood of the Gekka skull. Why'd you attack us like that? Because of you, my brother. Gangsho who ended up at Longhai Clinic, huh? Better than where our own ended up, I suppose. Not quite as satisfying. Sorry, I don't live up to your expectations. Felt some kind of energy in the area and decided to drop by and pleased to see some familiar faces. Well then, I'll be taking my leave now. What's his deal? Who was that? Might have come across as a jerk, but I'm sure you saw how powerful his technique was. He's the one who's been stirring up rumors recently, the strongest Gekka practitioner there is. He's the one that Ashin told us about, the foremost fighter of the Lai family. See, that would explain his strength. Doesn't seem like he's involved in what's going on, though. Just shows up and leaves like nothing. That info we got from before seems suspicious now. Didn't even try to test my strength. I don't like him. I hope I never see him again. You know, he actually trained at the dojo in the past for about a year. It seemed like every student there wanted to challenge him, and he defeated them all with ease, including me. That's why he lost your nerve. Yes, when he defeated me, I felt the overwhelming gap between our abilities. It was too much for me to overcome. But I leave now, I understand the reason for our differences. That's not what I expected. Doesn't mean that I'm going to return to the way of martial arts, though. And the emptiness in my soul feels a bit more full now. Anyway, I believe our father ought to be returning soon. I think I'll take my leave here. Xiaoling, I'm sorry for leaving you with such a heavy burden. Hold on, we're not done here. Well, that was a pretty weird interruption. Still, at least everything turned out alright in the end. Yeah, I'll say. Probably keep an eye out for that guy in the future, though. Leon, trust you'll be able to move forward with your life now.
That takes care of that.
Woo!
Reward deposited.
Law rank up. Yeah, baby. That's more free stuff.
What's more?
I love free stuff. Huh? Other quest?
All right.
Every year, all the restaurants in Langport hold a competition to judge who can prepare the best dish. However, with things being as they are lately, we need a bit of helping hand to getting everything set up. The Great Langport Cook-Off.
Very well.
Okay. Let's go find a car. I don't know how you lose a car. particularly. Generally, they make noise when they go places, but you know, been wrong before.
I can barely contain myself. What would you like? Please stop by again sometime. Planner launched. Thanks.
You sure? Okay.
Gifts. Or gifts. I have to talk to you. What's up, Fuka? Sorry to bug you. Aaron, what can I do for you? Actually, those people with you, aren't they? Yeah, we just have a few questions we'd like to ask you. You heard about the dragon chariot being stolen, right? Yes, I have. In fact, I even gave them a bit of a hand when they were bringing it in. But I'm sorry, I really don't have any idea of when it was taken. And the smallest detail you can remember might help us. Did you notice anything that felt off at the time? I might have been a bit paranoid, but I guess there was one thing. About 3 hours ago, someone from Red Star came back to the theater with a big truck. Assumed it was just some additional servicing that needed being done. I was so busy at the time, I wasn't able to pay them much attention. It certainly does sound strange. According to Minho, the crew started leaving the theater about 4 hours ago. Even if they had forgotten to take care of something, it would be unusual to send a single person without informing anyone beforehand. Minho said he had his hands full with the revenue service right after the actual Red Star crew. That would have been the best time to get the car out without anyone noticing. I'm betting that Red Star guy she saw was a fake. If he played the part well enough, nobody would even blink an eye if he stole the car. So sorry, if I had paid more attention, this wouldn't have happened. Ah, it's not your fault, Fuka. Still, don't you think a truck big enough to haul the Dragon Chariot would stand out in a place like Langport? It'd take quite a while to find a place to hide it. Someone involved in transporting goods might know something. Now that I think about it, that delivery guy Anthony runs mail all over Newtown. He's probably got a few contacts in the shipping industry, wouldn't be surprised if he knows something. Let's get going then.
Let's do
Very
this.
well. Got it.
Dude, Ferry is looking very tactical, and I
Confirming your plans.
kind of love it. Extremely tactical. Hey, man.
Got a question for you.
Truck carrying heavy cargo, huh? Well, I mean, Langport is a harbor city, but it's not really unusual. It's not really unusual to see trucks that big every now and then. But actually, now that I think about it, I do remember seeing a large Red Star truck headed for the harbor district around the time you mentioned. You haven't noticed any changes in the area lately, have you? Any workers you haven't seen before renting out storage space or boats? I can't say that I have. Oh, but maybe. Something jog your memory? Well, you remember that warehouse where there was a murder about half a year ago? After that happened, most people around here didn't want a thing to do with it. But just recently, one of my clients, a guy named Laihong, said his company decided to start renting it. They heard they stopped using it, though. Was wondering if maybe something had happened. That warehouse, guess it makes sense people would be avoiding the place. The fact that somebody wanted to rent it at all smells pretty fishy to me. It's also more than big enough to hide not just a car, but the truck carrying it, too. Looks like the harbor's our only lead right now. Let's see what we can find. All the places, why do they have to be there? Poor Aaron.
Confirming your plans.
Let's be on our way.
I wonder what happened. You Laihong, or heard you're the guy that's renting this place out? Yes, that's me. Is there something I can help you with? We're in the middle of an investigation. This warehouse came up as a spot of interest. You're told that you had to stop using this one in particular, is that correct? That's right. My understanding is they found some kind of issue related to last year's incident. Yesterday, someone from the security company that oversees the harbor showed up and said they'd be taking it over temporarily. And yet, did something else happen? Came by here just a minute ago to take a look. It seems like somebody else has been making use of it. Couldn't happen if the security company's keeping it under lock and key, though. That is pretty suspicious. I hate to ask, but would you mind letting us take a peek? Fine. To be honest, I was just sitting here wondering whether I should take a look myself. If we could learn something from it, I don't see the harm. Ah, knew it. Guessing that's not your company's truck, right? Definitely not. Who in the world brought this thing in here? What's the security company up to? Hope the Dragon Chariot is still in here. Having found a suspicious truck inside the warehouse van, and the others quickly proceeded to check its cargo. Fortunately, the delivery bed was completely empty. Well, that's about what I expected. This must have been a temporary storage location for them along the way. Probably realized how likely it was for the police to check the warehouse. They picked this location as a decoy. I just attempted to access the server of the security firm that controls the area. However, there's no record of any new issues being found with this particular warehouse, nor is there a record of them taking temporary custody over it. Seems likely that the security personnel that informed you of this supposed issue was an imposter. I can't believe they managed to pull one over on me in such a simple disguise. It feels so foolish. Well, kind of sounds like something about him stood out to you. You see, I couldn't help but notice his hair was rather striking shade of green. Gave me a bit of a startle, honestly. Green hair. I mean, stand out in the crowd. At any rate, it looks like the thief brought the chariot to the harbor in this truck and then transferred it to some other vehicle. Whether it was another truck or a boat remains to be seen. Let's all ask around to see if we can pick up on their trail. Thank you for the hydrate. I'll drink to that.
Treasure chest!
Security lock. All right, Mayor.
To me.
60 seconds. Go.
That's a good lock. Now do no sweat. That's a good lock. Now I bypassed the security.
I hope this is the right way.
That's a good lock. Now do me a salt, no sweat.
Cool. I almost walked right into that guy.
Control of the system.
Nice. Got it. Quintet. Earth, water, fire, wind. That is 4. Isn't a quintet 5? Wouldn't it be quartet? I know I haven't done a lot of music stuff in a long time, but like, let's investigate. It could be that it gains a 5th. Yeah. Okay. So it starts with Saint or space. So it's space, earth, water, fire, wind. With 3 custom slots, too. That's pretty hot. Also looks cool. Look at the multicolor on it. Cool. That's a pretty good caster set, actually. We'll worry about drivers later. Hey, man.
Got a question for you.
So it does, in fact, have 5 elements. Vicious heavy cargo, huh? No, I haven't taken on anything like that myself. Well, actually, might not be related, but this morning someone I've never seen before came into a charter a boat. By telling us what they look like, what type of boat that they rent. They were a man, middle-aged, Navy type, little bit of a beard. Think he said he was an officer. No, lieutenant colonel. Thought it was a bit odd for someone for the Navy to be renting a civilian boat, but I really didn't think much of it. I mean, we get all kinds. Still, it's not every day you see people renting out a normal sail with a small barge attached. Normal sail, those are vessels, normal engines that propel them more easily than a regular sailboat. Engines are only auxiliary, however, as they don't provide much in the way of horsepower. Instead, if a barge is small enough to carry a single vehicle, the engine may just be sufficient enough to tow it. Navy guy sounds like he's our target. Did the boat already leave? Yes, I've barely taken my eyes off them for a second before they were gone. Sounds like there's more going on here than I thought. Should I have not rented out the equipment? Nah, you got nothing to worry about. Anyway, I think we got a pretty good idea of the scale of this scheme now. Find a place where we can sort through everything we learned so far. To sum it up, we have people believed to be the culprits bringing a truck to the theater, moving it to the warehouse, then renting a boat with a barge. Every location they were disguised to look like someone who could feasibly have business there. But we were given 2 descriptions, a young guy with green hair dressed like a security guard and a middle-aged Navy officer. Don't know what the guy pretending to be a Red Star employee looked like, but you think they were all different people in disguise? Heard there's a phantom thief capable of mimicking the likeness of various people and by himself, no less. Although he seems to be an isolated case, we should be careful not to discount the possibility of this work of a single individual. True. Job was done by multiple culprits. Got a feeling we're dealing with multiple culprits here. I mean, if it really just was one guy, why there wouldn't be any point in making it all so complicated, right? You're probably only handing off the car to one another in disguise so they'd be harder to track down. Makes sense to me. But who's behind it? You figured out everything already, haven't you? First people who come to mind are small group of amateur thieves. thinking they might just be a small group of amateur thieves. If a bigger organization was involved, they would have put together a plan with higher chance of success. You guys prepped the warehouse and boat right before committing the crime, which makes me think there isn't a whole lot of brainpower involved. And regardless of speculation, though, they still did manage to get away with it. Looking at their plan, it seems a bit rushed and simplistic. It was put together very haphazardly. It seemed to only have succeeded by being well coordinated and light on their feet. I must say, it also seems unlikely that the visit from the revenue service had anything to do with them. That was a little too convenient for my liking, but it's probably not as relevant as we thought. Go back over what we know about these guys again. Capable of rudimentary disguise, trust each other, and operate a small unit, work fast. You guys remember a certain threesome that fit that bill? Oh, those guys we dealt with in Tharbad last year. The Devancy brothers. This incident certainly does seem to fit their MO. And according to recent search, it seems they managed to break out of jail just a few weeks ago. It's still unclear how they escaped, but it's likely they had outside assistance. That settles it. All we've got to do now is hunt them down. You know where they went, don't you? Yep, they must have taken the dragon chariot to this place. Heilong Shengzai. Most people tend to keep their distance from that place, but it's close enough to get to with a normal sail. Shit, that's the last place I wanted to go. Makes sense, though. There's a reason Almada used it for their hideout. Practically screams, "Hey, hide your stolen shit here, dude." What do you think they're doing with it all the way over there? If they wanted to sell it off, they'd have to load it up again and take it somewhere else, wouldn't they? That's why I thought Heilong Shengzai gave off more of a stench than the eroded cave. Not easy to tell by looking at it on a map, but on the east side of Heilong Shengzai, a small path that links back up to the main highway. Is? And the place was used for mining after all. Makes sense that they'd have a few roads for transportation. Gotta be long abandoned by now, though. They disguised the dragon chariot somehow while I have it on the Heilong Shengzai. They would have no issue taking it to land from there. It's pretty much the long and the short of it, yeah. Damn, they sure picked a hell of a target right after getting out of the slammer. What are we waiting for? Let's get our asses over to Heilong Shengzai. Show over to the Eastern Quarter's wharf should be able to hook us up with a boat. Nailed it.
What are we waiting for?
Oh, did you hurt something?
My soul, I heard. Hey, man. Let's go. Yeah, they're fun. Well, look at that, guys. Mobile sail on a barge. I knew it. And just as you surmised, Mr. Arkwright. They're fun. Probably haven't taken the chariot too far. I bet we'll find them pretty close by. Let's be careful going forward. Hey, there it is. Nice work out there, brothers. If we manage to get this thing's bits and bobs on the black market, the mirror woes will be ancient history. Before you know it, we'll be out of Calvert and putting a name for ourselves in a whole new part of the world. You never would have done it without your foolproof plans, big bro. Most would have thought get somebody to meddle with the revenue service. Nobody, that's who. Alright, that's enough praise for me. Besides, you guys played your parts to a T as well. I must say, your disguises have gotten pretty convincing lately. Well, I think one of us really ought to consider changing his hair color next time. The hair's what makes me me. No way I'm getting rid of it anytime soon. Well, whatever. We should be proud of this one, boys. The bonds of brotherhood have secured us yet another victory. Say we crack open a bottle and have a toast. Deserve a little reward, don't you think? We can always just slip out of the abandoned pathway tomorrow. Ain't that sweet? Brotherly love sure is a beautiful thing, right, Van? No doubt about that. They even let us listen in on their little plan. Nice group of guys, I gotta say. Do that. That's about all the time you're gonna get to celebrate, though. Hope you losers are ready to be back behind bars. If your bonds run so deep, then why not pull all the energy into something that actually helps others for once? I'm afraid we have you cornered, Devancy brothers. Turn yourselves in and we promise to do you no harm. What are you doing here? Actually, haven't I seen you somewhere before? They're the guys that foiled our plans back in Tharbad. Friggin', why did it have to be you again? Hey, we're not all that thrilled to run into you crooks either. Boys are at the end of your rope. Speaking of rope, how about you stand still so we can tie you three up? Really think we're just gonna back down now? Meddled with our plans for the last time, Spriggan, you're toast. Don't go getting all cocky just because you took us down once before. Give you a real run for your money this time. With me, brothers! My face is my shield.
You're frickin' dead. Fine, let's play. It's go time. It's go time.
Aaron, everybody.
Seriously?
Aaron, everybody. That is just what Aaron is built to do. Can't believe we lost to these bastards again. I swear on my soul, this won't be the last you hear of the Devancy brothers. And we always bounce back. Just you wait till we get out of prison. Get what's coming to you eventually. You're gonna live to regret ever messing with us, Spriggan. Maybe you guys should just learn your lesson and stop thieving already. You can act tough all you like, but that's about the least scary thing I've heard all week. That takes care of these idiots. Now I'm just worried about the car. Is it okay? It would seem so. Nothing more than a few minor abrasions. I think we can return it to our client as is. Yeah, literally that's the vibe. At least the barge will make getting it back to Langport easier. Right, let's bring it back to the theater. What's wrong, Van? Just remembering something they mentioned earlier. Look how you're gonna get any more out of me. You guys said something about getting somebody to meddle with the revenue service, didn't you? The auditing was part of the little heist after all. Oh yeah. Timing was certainly suspect. That all fine. If you want to know who our partner in crime is, I'll tell you. The truth is, I don't actually know their name. But I thought you guys were all buddy-buddy. Here I was thinking you had connections to some big hotshot. Guess I don't mind spilling a few secrets. See, we got word from someone using a pseudonym that they wanted to help us out. The only condition is we had to cause some kind of uproar in Langport, and it had to be today. Said they'd even lay all the groundwork. You know how to pick them. Look at you using strangers to your advantage. Nice going, bro. With these guys. For real, you'd think they'd be more angry about the whole being used as pawns thing. So someone's been trying to stir things up in Langport. But whoever betrayed the Liu family, it'd make sense if they were the ones pulling the strings here too. Anyway, before returning to the Dragon Chariot, we better decide what we're gonna do with these guys. Probably just put even more stress on Hayaway if we tried to push him off on them. So let's try and come up with something else. Let's see. The Guild, the police, and Marduk. Hilariously, the police is the gray option. Not the law option. The Guild is the law option. We need some gray points, so it's going to the cops. Already escaped convicts, might as well put them back where they belong. Too bad there's not a bounty on them like there was last time. Sure are trusting the Langport police right now is the best call. Considering the recent arrest of Fan Lu, Aaron makes a valid point. Possible whoever's pulled the strings caused this infighting in Hayaway may have a plant in the police department. Yeah, to be honest, that gave me a little pause too. Still, I doubt they're so corrupt that they let 3 escapees with criminal records off the hook. Plus, this is more the police's territory than the Guild's anyway. See what you mean. I'm still a little worried, but maybe the police really are the best choice. Thank you so much for all you've done. I'm so glad we were able to get the chariot back in one piece. Don't need to worry about Red Star's reputation taking a plummet either. Now we have the car back, tonight's auction should be able to proceed as planned. Thank you all, I hope you know how truly grateful we are. No biggie, just did what any fellow car lover would do. I think it's time you got a new hobby, old man. Really glad it worked out. I'm sure this car means a lot to the people of Langport. It does indeed. In times like these, that's all the more reason for us to upkeep the tradition. Hopefully it'll bring back a sense of normalcy. Make sure the reward is posted to your account right away. Thanks again for all you've done. Good thing, it's no sweat. Remember to keep your eyes peeled in the future. Don't want anyone getting the drop on you again.
That's a wrap.
Reward deposited.
4,000 Mira. Yes, level 4 gray rank. More stuff.
On my way.
To the second ward.
could go for some fishing.
Big one.
Welcome to Life Ufondian.
See a big crystal. Give me the crystal. Thank you. Don't have very many right now. I mean, I did just spend 10K.
What can I get for you? Thanks a bunch.
Think you're the one to put out 4 SPG? Something about trouble with a cooking competition, was it? And that means you're the Spriggan I've been hearing so much about. I'm glad you got my request. That's such a relief. You brought the Prodigy along as well. Nice to meet you, Aaron. Just happened to work part-time for the guy. Anyway, I've heard a good bit about you too, Meishan. Word around town that was a really skilled lady cook took over this place 2 years ago. Even managed to brush off pressure from the Lai family. Really? That's so cool. Because my big sister's a Teiji Shushi. Heard that it's the highest rank of chef in Eastern cuisine can reach. Tian, you always make such a fuss over nothing. You know how I feel about those big titles. Now, I actually think I've been here before. I remember there was an old man running the place back then. Told me his oldest daughter was in training over at the restaurant in Kowloon Hotel. Guessing you're the daughter he was talking about? Your old man must be pretty proud. Now, there's some praise I do like to hear. Mind if we got back to the matter of my request, though? By all means, I'll admit, this cooking competition doesn't sound like the kind of thing you need a Spriggan for. Great Langport cook-off, right? All the restaurants in the area are free to participate. Been to it a few times myself. Was actually planning on going to this year's competition, too. All the trouble around here lately, it'd be nice to have something to lift our spirits, to take our minds off things. There's the other side to it too. The elders who support each restaurant use it as a competition to maintain their standing. As it stands now, the head chef at Tao Yan Restaurant, which is currently closed, has been invited. There's the new food truck in Newtown. Tao Yuan Restaurant, that's the place where we fought the remnants of the Lai family. Surprised to hear they'll be participating. Sounds so exciting, especially with so many people involved. Honestly, I'm a little nervous about it. The usual event space isn't available this time around, so they asked to hold it here instead. It's supposed to be at the Kowloon Hotel. However, with all the issues that have cropped up recently, they decided to opt out of participating. Sorry, I was taking off my knee braces. And with me trying to get ready to enter the competition myself, I'm just about at my wit's end. Hoping that maybe you could help me out a bit. Does that sound like something you could do? Of course. There we go. Alright, we'll take on your case. Considering the whole deal with Heiwei, we're probably the best people for the job anyway. You're a lifesaver. Now I really have to put my all into this year's competition. Could you explain a bit more about what you'd like us to help you with? Of course. Well, firstly, with the Liu family's trading business having gone under, several places have been unable to stock enough importing ingredients. From what I've heard, Yihua Fantian and Orion have been hit the worst, but Tao Yan Restaurant and that food truck in Newtown have apparently been just fine. The Meng Xiao's food truck seems to be doing more than fine. Knew I could count on you, Chan. Thanks for looking into it for me. For our place, I believe that we have what we need for the time being. However, if at all possible, there's one thing I was hoping you might find for me. What would that be? A slightly unusual type of Laojiu by the name of Yanfeng Quan. The person who ran the brewery passed away a while ago, and they closed it down not long after. It's become quite a collector's item. I'm not sure how many bottles we've even left now, but I know it would just make the perfect dish I'm planning to make. Got it. We'll see if we can manage it. If it ends up costing anything, I'll take care of the fees. So feel free to tell them to put it on my tab. And even if you can't find it, can still make do, so don't worry about it too much. Okay, you kind of made it sound like there were more issues than just not having enough ingredients, though. A bit hard to explain. It also seems like someone's trying to sabotage the competition. In fact, just this morning I found some of the cooking wine in our pantry smashed to pieces. Wouldn't be surprised if Tao Yun's head chef was behind it all. Guess you better see what the other participants have to say. Or give us some insight to the whodunit. Okay. You go talk to people.
Support, Mr. Arkwright.
Holy cow!
We go talk to people.
Let's see here. What did I need to pick up next?
this is an adequate spot for fishing.
Isn't that lady? She a friend of yours? No, but I've heard about her. I think she's a host over at Talyan restaurant. How are we going this? Their head chef is supposed to be taking part in the cook-off. Let's go see if she knows something. Well, if it isn't the Prodigy, and I take you're the Spriggan? I'd figured a hostess for the Lai family restaurant would be in the know. It was a little boy from Lu want with me. Not really a little boy, but whatever. Got a couple questions we'd like to ask you. Promise we're not looking for a fight with the Lai. We were just curious about the head chef at the restaurant you work for. We hear he got an invitation to the Great Langport cook-off. That's what this is about. Yeah, Yonzi's pretty excited about it. The restaurant may be closed for the moment, but he's blocked off an entire section of the kitchen to prepare for the event. Wow, he must really be fired up for it. He takes a lot of pride in being a chef at one of Langport's finest establishments. He was feeling a bit let down by the closure, but the cook-off sure has lit a spark under him. On the topic, do you happen to know if he's running any issues while preparing for the competition? I don't recall hearing much of anything from him, really, no. The thing I can say is he's been feeling a lot of pressure lately because of everything that's happened with the Lai family. See, that makes sense. We're just doing what we can to support the cook-off, so please tell him to give us a holler if he needs anything. Got it. I'll let him know. Thanks for the offer. All right. Round and round and around and around and around and around we go. Well, if it isn't Van & Company, how can I help you? Mission tells us you're going to be competing in the cooking competition. She wanted us to come check on you. You're such a sweetheart, always looking out for others. You could stand to learn a thing or two from her, Wuhan. First, dear, I'll be sure to do just that. Anyway, she said you guys were running low on some ingredients. Yeah, I was hoping to go with something a bit more expensive for my competing dish. I wanted to try and get my hands on some fresh red crab, but the seafood traders seem to be out right now. Red crab meat is used quite often in Eastern cuisine, isn't it? I hear it carries quite a high price tag because it can only be found in very few select locations. In the West, it's also known as carmine crab. Pretty fancy choice for a restaurant like yours, but I guess with what you're saying, that due to the Lu family's trading being frozen, they're in low supply right now. There's some other suppliers around here that we're friends with, but they're fresh out too. Hear them tell it, someone came in and bought out their whole stock. Out their whole stock? Maybe that's what Mei Xin meant by sabotage. It's possible. In this case, I think we can help them out if we can find another way to get some crab. We'll look into supply shortages. Alright. If anything else comes up, please let us know. Try and focus on your cooking for the time being. Thank you for the help. It really means a lot to us.
Okay, let's do this.
Very well. Here's your schedule.
On my way.
Newtown. I've got two events going on over here.
Welcome. My. This is positively delectable.
Mr. Arkwright, what brings you to our humble establishment today? We heard you were planning on participate in the Great Langport Cook-Off. Mei Xin asked us if we wouldn't mind helping you out. I see. Always so selfless, that one. A little surprised that you guys are going to be taking part, though. Sounds like the different houses in Heiwei have a bit of a stake in the whole thing. You make a fair point. We didn't want to let Mei Xin down after she put so much effort into putting on the event. Really has a way with people, huh? It makes sense. She seems to do a lot for the community. Anyway, she mentioned you guys are having trouble getting your hands on certain ingredients. Suppose that about sums up the situation. I'm trying to figure out if we can make substitutes. But I haven't been able to obtain any Jade Dragon's Eye. Afraid I haven't heard of that ingredient before. My apologies. Jade Dragon's Eye is a top brand of fruit. Extremely high quality. It's also exactly what we need to have a fighting chance in the competition. I know long gone fruit. It's that stuff they always put in Eastern medicine. All you need is some high quality long gun. Then easy. Using medicine, then maybe there's a stock of them reserved for medical use somewhere. Perhaps they might even have some of higher quality than that they'd be willing to share. Seems pretty straightforward. We'll go check with somebody who might have some medical supplies stashed away. By the way, Kawano, you had any other issues recently? Like somebody doing something to mess with your food or something? Now you mention it, we have, yeah, although it's rather minor, all things said and done. This morning I found that our plumbing out back was damaged. There was water everywhere. Someone come out and fix it right away, so it wasn't a complete disaster, thankfully. We just had new plumbing put in last year. It feels like someone did it intentionally. That does sound pretty fishy. Might just be a coincidence, but I think it's still with the suspicion. We can look into that more on our side, though. For now, just focus on keeping your customers fed. We'll go ahead and get back to work. We seen you.
My, this is positively comfortable.
Well, well. If it isn't the Spriggan and his adorable little assistants. Fancy meeting you here.
Huh?
And you are?
Wait, I know that voice.
The hell are you doing here? Enforcer number 3, the Golden Butterfly?
Oh, please. Call me Lucrezia. Or even Retzi, if you so wish. I certainly wouldn't mind.
You're that lady from Ouroboros.
Careful, everyone. As you well know, she's one of the strongest members of the society. Oh, there's no need to be so tense. We're all friends here, are we not? Why don't you join me for some tea? This restaurant's beverages are simply to die for.
Didn't even recognize you at first. Not seen you without the black veil that masks your face. Yeah, but I have. She had on that exact same kimono when I ran into her in Longlai. Not as though I have a pressing need to hide my face. I just think it looks rather stylish, as does this kimono. May not match my style of dress popular in Langport and Longlai, but I think it suits me rather nicely, wouldn't you agree? Hate to admit it, but yeah, I do. What are you doing in a public place like this anyway? Since the end of last year, we haven't heard anything about the society, not even a peep. Thought that meant you'd pulled out of the Republic, but I guess that was wishful thinking. There's no need to worry, we aren't planning anything, at least not at present. Actually, here of my own accord, enforcers are afforded a great deal of freedom. As long as we do not interfere with the society's overall aims, we can do whatever we please and go wherever we want. You're joking. If your enforcers had ample autonomy, but I'm having trouble comprehending how the society can function with such a measure in place. That particular perk is only extended to enforcers. The Anguish do not have that luxury. Fortunately, this is not a pleasure trip in full. I had to take on a rather troublesome assignment. Perhaps I could request your services like we did just before the Eurasian death game. Want our help again? However, the answer's no. Our interests aren't aligned this time, and frankly, I don't want to get wrapped up in your bullshit. Might not be as bad as the Oathbreaker, but that doesn't make us friends. Am I? You don't mince words, do you? Very well, then I suppose you do seem to have your hands full, so I won't force the issue. Glad you're so understanding. I'll be taking our leave. Nearly forgot, there's something I wanted to show you. What do you make of this? What? Pedal? Yesterday there was a minor disturbance at a high-class restaurant in the 2nd Ward. It piqued my interest, so I took a look around and found this lying in the corner. It's quite pretty, but I've not seen a flower like this in the area. Perhaps it got attached to the soles of someone's shoe and fell off. Maybe so. Yet this isn't exactly a request, but I'll be honest, I ain't exactly a flower expert. Don't expect a report or anything, alright? Of course, thank you. Till we meet again, Spriggan. Well, stir in the pot as usual. Alright, last green exclamation point.
Okay, stay calm. It's just a meeting.
Step right up, everyone. Don't be shy. Come and get the taste of the next generation of Eastern cuisine. I prepared plenty, so come and get as many as you like. No matter how many I eat, I never get tired of that flavor. I could have this stuff for every meal. Almost like I find something new to enjoy with every bite. Licking my lips at the thought of a new dish, but I never thought it'd be this delicious. Can't stop eating them. Stuff might even be better than palatial duck. Big business is booming. This must be the new food truck Nation mentioned. Just looking at it's making me hungry. Since we're here and all, do you think maybe we could grab some too? To be honest, I've been wanting to try them myself. Or I don't see why not. Sounds like they're not hurting for ingredients though. Maybe they'll have some info for us. So Van and the others moved to the back of the line and patiently wait their turn. Luckily, they had avoided coming during the lunch rush. The group only had to wait about 10 minutes before finding themselves at the counter. Welcome, what can I get you today? Take great pride in everything we serve. Not too familiar with this new Eastern cuisine. And got any recommendations? I'd say our most popular dish right now is Millennium Duck. Use traditional palatial duck as the inspiration for our recipe. Prepping duck takes a lot of work, and it can get pretty expensive, right? After years of hard work and research, we come up with something even tastier than the original without having to break the bank. I have real palatial duck over at the Kowloon Hotel's restaurant, but it sounds like it could be pretty great if it actually holds up. Palatial duck? The name makes it sound expensive. Nice if we get to try something like this on the cheap. First I thought it was some form of Eastern crepe, but that seems to be stuffed lao bing that's been folded like a taco. Given how simple it is to eat on the go, I can see why it would be so popular. Guess that's part of what makes it taste so good. We'll take one each then. Thank you for your business. Enjoy. By the way, I heard that you're going to be taking part in the cook-off that's coming up. A friend asked us to help out with it a bit. Think you could use our assistance? That's awfully kind of you, but no, I can't really think of anything at the moment. But I'm sorry, but it looks like I've got the other customers waiting. Would you mind stepping to the side? Sure, sorry about that. We'll get out of your hair for now. Oh, the stuff is really good. The meat's so tender, too. I'm surprised prices are so low. And the skin's all nice and crispy. Really gives off that authentic palatial duck texture. Spices you use have a very distinct flavor. It certainly leaves you wanting more. What's the matter, small fry? Don't care for it? No, it's not that. It's definitely tasty. I don't know how to put it, really. Don't mind me. I think the herbs you use just don't agree with my stomach, that's all. That's odd. Alright, seems like we got a handle on how other participants are doing. Out of 5 restaurants, 3 of them seem to be dealing with interference from somebody. Still can't say for sure that it's a rival business that did it. Yuha Fandian and Horian seem to be the only one who are lacking ingredients, although Meijin did ask us to obtain a bottle of Laoju as well. Pretty sure I've seen crabs like that over in the Second Ward's waterways. They're pretty fat, juicy looking ones too. They ought to be good enough. I think I spotted them over by the cigar shop. In that case, let's head over there and see if we can catch one real quick. I know they're supposed to be rare, but we'll be able to find a few with shard search. For the Jade Dragon Eyes, we'll probably have to rely on someone with medical supply. Lonkai Clinic or the nearby temple. Laoju. Not positive, but I know a guy who might be able to get his hands on some. Anyway, let's get out of here. We find what we can and keep an eye out for anything suspicious.
Here's your schedule.
I keep pressing the wrong goddamn button. Second Ward.
Let's roll, gang.
What can I get for you? Hope it's to your satisfaction.
Nyo. Nyo.
Let's see here. What did I need?
Just one more question. Just one more.
This is an adequate spot for fishing to see how well I'll perform. There!
Okay.
A hit!
I got it.
I'm happy to report I caught one.
Got a red crab. Looks like we got ourselves a big one. Not sure what Wuhan's planning to make with it, but he shouldn't have any complaints about a crab this big. So should we move on to the next item? Hear about what happened with Yonsu over at Toyon? Sure did. Guess he's going to be competing in the cook-off after all. Seems like trouble follows that guy everywhere he goes. All that business with the Lai family already had him in a real tizzy, and you know how weird he can be. Someone so hard to please, he sure is awkward. Maybe that's what makes his food so good, though. Alright. One thing down.
Go, go, go!
Go, go, go.
Guess I could stop by for a drink.
It's all thanks to Aaron.
Heavenly Mother, please watch over us.
Hello, Aaron. And I believe I've seen the rest of you around before as well. Something the matter? See, we know a guy that's looking for a type of longam fruit called Jade Dragon's Eye. We know it can be pretty rare, but we're hoping you might be willing to share a few with us. If you have any, that is. Jade Dragon's Eye? Well, yes, we actually have a few of those. Quite useful in the church's medicinal mixtures, so we make sure to procure some periodically. Although I hear the supply chain disruptions have been making it difficult to get a hold of them. That's why we ended up coming to you for help. Apparently, Horian and Newtown won't be able to make their dish for the big cook-off without them. No idea. Well, in that case, let me provide you with as many as you need. Well, thanks. These are Jade Dragon's Eyes. They're a lot bigger and smoother than your typical longam fruit. Sure you're okay with giving us this many, though? Considering recent events, I would like to do my part to ease everyone's spirits as much as possible. Extremely grateful for your assistance, sir. Curious, though. You've all been recruited to help with the contest, yet? Yeah, that's right. Is there something else you think we should know about? Just that there's a young man named Meng Zhao. It's his first time competing in the cook-off. However, I'm a bit concerned by the throngs of people that suddenly seem so wound up over his food. I mean, when something's that popular, bound to have somebody who goes completely nuts over it. Indeed, in fact, a very passionate fan recommended that I try the dish. So I went to go and sample some, but when I arrived, I was informed they had only just sold out. I still have yet to try one. That's some unfortunate timing. No, I'm surprised they'd run out so suddenly. Meng Zhao made it sound like he had plenty when we were there. In any case, we've been asked to deal with any problems that might pop up during the cook-off. We'll do everything in our power to make sure it goes as smoothly as possible, so try and relax and enjoy yours. Well, and please let me know if you need help with anything else in the meantime. What? That locked me out? Hold off. I need to go get the thing.
Time to depart.
Guess I can stop
Need to go get that thing.
by for a drink.
Where's your next?
Hello?
And you'll never guess what happened next.
Jigen, you mind if I ask you for a little favor? Of course, no. What's going on this time, Van? Looking for some kind of antique? Sort of. Actually, it's got something to do with your hobby. Always had the thing for vintage wines, right? Get it now? Guess it wouldn't be too surprising for him to have a bottle lying around. We're looking for Yangfangquan from a brewery that closed down a while back. You know it? Well, hold on. That's why you're looking for it? You're kidding. Well, it wouldn't do me any good to lie about it. Yeah, I've actually got 3 bottles. The only thing is I bought them for myself. Wasn't exactly planning on selling them off. Come on, man. If you got 3, why not suck it up and sell as 1? I didn't buy 3 because I was planning to sell any. One was to drink, one was to keep in storage, and the last one was for spreading the good word. I'm gonna be real with you here for a minute. I love cake, but I don't buy extra for storing and proselytizing. Be honest, man. If you knew they wouldn't go bad, you totally would. Anyway, if you've got one for spreading the word, then I think this seems like a pretty good opportunity, don't you think? Come on, shed a love, buddy. What do you mean? The Great Langport Cook-Off is coming up, and Mei Xin wants that wine to use for her entry. If he wins using your spare Tianfengquan, then there might be a whole new run of the stuff. True, there's enough good complicity. Maybe somebody might consider investing in rebuilding the brewery. Yeah, I hadn't thought of it that way. All right, you lot have convinced me. Still a businessman, I insist on being paid appropriately for it. Mei Xin already gave us the okay to put it on her tab, so just charge it to her, okay? Sounds good. I'll give Mei Xin my best. It'll be worth it if I get some good buzz from my store. That part's out of our hands. Thanks for the bottle, though. There we go. That's what I needed. Second ward.
Off we go.
Laifu Fantian.
Welcome to Laifu Fun.
15 types of fish. Save before I turn this quest in, so if I fucked it up, we're good. Badge. Oh, I need a snack. Can't hurt to take a rest a bit. I almost forgot. Here's your Lao Ju. Yangfangquan, I can't believe you managed to find some. Well, I had a few connections. Wasn't able to give it to me for free, though, so I hope you don't mind that I asked him to send the bill to your way. Not at all. This is just what my dish needs. I hyped it up so much, I'm sure it won't disappoint. Sounds like I've got plenty to look forward to, at least. Anyway, let's wait here until the time for the event is. Looks like the participants are filing in. Are those the judges? Yeah, with Mei Xin on both hosting duty and participating, they had to call in some impartial third-party judges. Usually the judges are non-participating shop owners, folks in the Chamber of Commerce, you know, stuffy people like that. Guess it's time for the battle to begin. Yeah, there's still a bit before they get started, though. I'm actually going to step away for a minute. Might not be back in time for the opening ceremony, but you guys have a good time without me. I thought you wanted to make sure the competition went smoothly. We're excited for all of us to watch together. It's no big deal. Just wanted something to look into real quick. I'll be back as soon as I can. I don't know what's wrong. Not like it's the first time he's gone off on his own. Sure, he'll be fine. Unfortunately, we were unable to hold the competition at the Kowloon Hotel as planned. Life of Fandian's sincere pleasure to host this year's Langport Cook-Off. Sure, you must all have a lot on your minds given everything that's happened in Langport recently. And sure is taking his time. I know he said he might not back free to the opening ceremony. You see that guy over the end there? Isn't that the head chef from Taoyuan? Looks kind of grouchy. Or I say send him an invitation given the situation. Maybe that's what Van's looking into right now. You can worry about that later. Looks like the show's about to get started. Right, our first contestant is Wuhan from Gihua Fandian, a beloved stop in the Eastern Quarter for travelers and locals alike. Red crab dish, eh? Quite expensive ingredients for a place like Gihua. Well, I thought it might be good to go all out for a change. Fairly standard Langport-style steamed crab dish. Given the quality of ingredients, I hope you find it to your liking. This is making me hungry. He really did a good job with that red crab. Guess old man Wuhan is capable of some pretty fancy stuff when he puts his mind to it. That was quite excellent. You can really taste how fresh the crab is. So as excellent as ingredients may be, I think it's lacking a little something. Really had a little something extra to draw out all the flavors. For my dish, I prepared a stew containing assorted seafood along the eastern coastline. I called it Betrayal. Dried goods work together to create a multifaceted soup stock with a harmonious flavor. Rid of the soup. I'm told it's exquisite. Now I'm hungry. I just ate lunch. Like an hour ago. Impressive. He certainly seems like a dish worthy of Oriane. The food draws it from elements of Long Life's cuisine and other Far Eastern places. You can tell a lot of care went into making it. I usually prefer my food Langport style. I do get in the mood for stuff like that every now and again. Fantastic work, especially what I expect from Horian. Bitterness and odor to it, not unlike some herbs used in Eastern medicine. The way it's blended together in terms of taste and aroma are top class. The most impressive thing is this longan fruit. This is Jade's Dragon Eye, isn't it? Provides an excellent accent to the flavor. Looks like you're next, Yonsu. I know a lot has happened recently, but I trust you're doing alright since then? For the most part, yes. Today I've prepared abalones in a thick glaze. The glaze itself was made from dried shark's fin and edible bird's nest. Commend you for using such high-quality seafood. Should have expected nothing less from the head chef of such a refined establishment. The Lai family's restaurant for you, just rich enough to have bad taste. Seems as though the judges are responding quite favorably to it, though. It was excellent. You certainly made the most of those ingredients. So I agree, it feels very tried and true approach. Except we have my sister. For today's competition, I prepared a unique, free-range chicken dish called Bak Shunji. I'm especially proud of this one. This chicken steamed with carefully selected wine and spices that help to bring out a lovely aroma. But so much about you, Meijin. I'm impressed that you've earned the rank of Teiji Chushi at such a young age. I'm looking forward to seeing the skills you developed from your days back at the Kowloon Hotel. Finally, Meijin's turn, but Van's still not back yet. Could have at least been here for her presentation, especially considering he's using the Laoju we got for her. It is fantastic. The various fragrances combined with such delicate taste, while preserving the delicious flavor of the chicken itself. Chicken really doesn't have a flavor, I'm going to tell you. Certainly not all. I can tell there's something special about the wine you simmered the chicken in. Mix the bird's light flavors and colors with it, with spices, resulting in a superb balance. Finding the right wine to produce such a near-perfect dish must have been next to impossible. Yes, I was confident that I could all come together if I used Yanfangquan. Famous wine? I see. Now I understand why the taste is so familiar. Makes all the more regrettable that the brewery closed down some time ago. I would love to see you make a resurgence someday. Good job, sis. My first cook-off, I'll be entering my renowned Millennium Duck. This evening is sure to hook even the most discerning palate. This is the dish that's been so popular lately. Let's give it a taste then. This is hard to describe, but it's completely captivating. Flavor and aroma, it's like I can't stop myself. I've never had anything like it. The first time I've ever experienced anything like this. How did you prepare such a delightful concoction? Let's say I put a lot of work into my secret ingredient. Completely blindsided. Be even better than I heard, I just wonder. No way. I mean, his food was good and everything, but don't you think they're exaggerating? Sounds like the winner's been decided already. Surprised he managed to reel in all 3 judges. Hold on a minute. Ah, damn it. Looks like I'm too late. Damn right you are. Where have you been, man? The cookout's almost over. Wait, why is Doc Longkai with you? Told you I had to look into something, didn't I? Took a little longer than I expected. Look, I hate to do this in the middle of such a big event, but there's a problem with Meng Zhao's cooking. Not only are you interrupting the competition, but now you're trying to slander me? I ain't slander. I kept some of the food we brought from you in some containers. Victor Longkai examined some of it for me, and that sure is one hell of a secret ingredient you got there. One of the so-called spices we found in Millennium Duck is logekao, and my medicinal herb compendium listed as a hallucinogen, one with pleasurable but addictive side effects. States it's considered to be quite the rarity. I'm curious how you managed to come upon so much of it. Bet it's something that dangerous? We do. Are we gonna be okay? Fortunately, it's not so toxic as to directly affect the body unless it's routinely ingested. It can be counteracted through treatment for most practitioners of Eastern medicine, including myself. There's no need for panic. The fact remains that this guy deceived everyone into eating his drugged food. Explains why I felt so weird when I tried it earlier. You bastard, you had to go pull something like this on top of all the other crap we've been dealing with from Heiaway? Horrible. You're a disgrace to all chefs. No, you don't even deserve to carry that title. How did he manage to supply himself with so much of a rare herb? His prices are rather low, too. Right, how would I have ever gotten my hands on the stuff in the first place? You only tested one batch. Who's to say somebody didn't plant that in there just to make me look bad? True. Guess it would be pretty difficult if you gather a stock of something so uncommon. If you were working alone, that is. But what if someone with access to it was working behind the scenes to help you? Somebody's been sabotaging the other businesses. The only places unaffected were your food truck and Taoyuan restaurant. Compared to you, Taoyuan doesn't have much of a motive. Practically everyone in Langport's got their eye on the Lai family right now. Something like this would be the final nail in their coffin. You, on the other hand, had the perfect motive, getting your hands on those herbs, finding someone to get them for you. To make sure the collaborator wouldn't lose face, he had to make sure that he'd win. So he started messing with the other restaurants. Does that about sum it up, Ming Zhao? Don't know what you're talking about. You're just out to get me. I would never vandalize Horian. Life we found out. Oh, that's odd. I didn't say anything about anyone being vandalized. You seem awfully knowledgeable about it, though. Give yourself up already. There's no getting out of it now. This much evidence, you don't even need to get Heiwei involved. Care to tell us about how you procured those herbs? I think the jig is up. Oh man, how am I going to explain this to him? After Van's confrontation, both bracers and police officers arrived on the scene to escort Meng Zhao away. This disqualification, the judges of the Great Langport Cook-Off took a moment to reconvene. Well, in spite of that little incident, the judges have now concluded their deliberation. Do we have a verdict on the winner? We do. The dish that's shown the best and brightest among these sampled this evening was that of Lai Fu Fandian's own Mei Jin. Really, I'm honored. Way to go, Mei Jin. In the end, we decided it was your use of the Lao Ju that truly won us over. Thank you so much. I promise to keep aiming for even greater heights, whom my father would have wanted. Thought that wine would end up being the deciding factor. Guess it was worth the effort after all. Meng Zhao's misdeeds were revealed, albeit in a rather unexpected manner. The cooking competition came to a close. Participants, having learned a few things about their cooking, headed back to their respective businesses. What a quest. Thank you again for all your help. But I feel like the only reason I won is because you were able to find me that Tianfeng Quan. No, that was just the last little push to push you over the edge. Even without the wine, you'd still be getting nothing but rave reviews. Your skill's the real deal. Be that as it may, it was only because of you that Meng Zhao was exposed for what he really is. Doc Longkai said it's a good thing you stopped him when you did. Got it right before his regular customers would have started getting sick from this stuff. But they should be fine if they can go without it for about a week. Just surprised you even noticed something was off. Definitely thought it was odd how strongly people were reacting to his food, but I never imagined. That was part of it, but the thing that really tipped me off was the fact that he was avoiding serving people with a knowledge of medicine. Remember what Father Ho Sang over at the temple told us? Said that when he went to give the dish a try, they told him they were fresh out. Yeah, when we were there, he made it sound like he had more than enough to go around.
Wow.
He didn't seem the least bit worried about meeting demand. Felt like a pretty unlikely coincidence, so I figured I should look into it. Timing on that was just a little too perfect. By the way, you mentioned that drug he was using is pretty rare. Didn't ever figure out how he got the stuff? I accessed our databases, but I haven't been able to determine a possible access. According to the police, even Meng Zhao didn't know much about his collaborators, or in other words, he was probably being used. The only question is, what would somebody have to gain from having a cook feed hallucinogens to the general public? You said it. The only thing I can think of is they were using it as some sort of test. Maybe it's to see how far they could push the law while still keeping it under the radar. Looks like the jig is up. Oh man, how am I going to explain this to him?
Van?
Oh, sorry, I was just thinking. Anyway, I think that ought to take care of your request for now. We got other business to attend to, so we'll catch you later. Of course, I'm so glad I turned to you for help. Please feel free to stop by anytime.
Well done, everyone.
Mirror deposit confirmed.
Law.
Holy cow! This food is
What can I get for you? Thanks a bunch.
I guess we better do this stuff. Really go for a hot bath. I was so tempted to drop by here yesterday after we wrapped up work. Didn't have time, even if we did. I doubt we would have been in the mood for it. Settled for a shower in the hotel, but it didn't get rid of the fatigue. I feel kind of worn out. Okay, so how about we make a quick stop? Change of pace could do us all some good. Nate's encouraging us to slack off? Damn, all Gehennas must have broken loose when I wasn't looking. Just hanging with the bros. Oh. Thank you for the follow, Yukiso.
You're really giving off 40-year-old man vibes right now. You sure you're 25?
Can it with the old man bit for a second, will ya? Let me enjoy this. And don't forget that you're gonna be 25 in 5 or so years too. When people start calling you old, I'll be the one having the last laugh.
Nah, I'm gonna be young at heart for life. Just you wait. Even at 50, I'm gonna be cast in loads of female theater roles. My seduction act's leveled up since our long night trip, you know.
Doing alright. How are you?
See?
Oh, for the love of Adios. You're such a damn brat, you know that? Oh well. I can endure your shenanigans when I'm here. This is the epitome of relaxation. Even you seem
Probably
to
turn
have
this
loosened
light
up a
on
bit,
now.
Too.
No.
Someone harmed your family. I know for sure that you're pissed, as you should be. But you haven't gone rushing off on your own, which is exactly what the Aaron of last year would have done. That's
Been
a
pretty
sure
good.
sign
Been
of
playing
growing.
Daybreak 2 all day,
Don't
so.
act like you can see right through me. I've just learned that there's only so much I can do alone. I pounded that lesson into my head.
So I love this series, so it's always a good day when I get to play it.
I'm not relying on you, Fairy, or anyone else. I'm just not turning down hands when they're outstretched. If I'm gonna fend off the thing that's inside me, and if I want to prove that I'm different from him, I need to accept help from others. And you've been thinking the exact same thing. After all, you did just say you'll be laughing at me in 5 or so years. You're actually thinking about the future. That's a sure sign you're growing up.
Way to throw my words back in my face. You're right, though. In that way, we're in the same boat. We really ought to pull ourselves together, don't you think?
Hey! Hands off the hair!
Harry's like, the sunglasses stay
This is
on.
a nice treat. It's not often that you and I get to share a bath together.
I suppose you aren't wrong. Although, I have accompanied you a number of times at one of the public baths in the
can see 'em.
capital. By the way, I noticed you've grown a little since our stay in Longlai.
You
Been
think
responding.
so? I can't really tell myself.
Well, you're almost 14 now, so I would expect a growth spurt or two in the coming years. Bear in mind, though, that even with an organic body, you will not grow much once you've reached adulthood.
Is
Much
that
easier to
really
grow
how it
out.
works? Huh.
Trust me.
I wonder if I'll find the answer I'm looking for by then.
Is something on your mind?
Oh, it's nothing. Just spaced out for a sec. Hey, Reset. I need your advice on something. How can I, become like you and Agnes? What do I have to do?
4 years now.
It seems she is coming into her womanhood.
Alright, I think I'm ready to hop into the sauna. Time for my revenge. You're not beating me this time.
Can we not? I'm so sick of these dumbass endurance contests. I've told you, saunas are a sacred...
Aw, don't tell me you're leaving already.
Oh, hey. Wait, what are you doing on this side? Hi, Shizuna.
What are you doing here?
Well, you know, I heard you guys were in here and thought it'd be fun to hang. So here I am. What's wrong? You look like you've just seen a ghost.
Harry looks like she's passed out.
Oh, so mixed baths aren't a thing here? That's weird. Oh well, at least it was only Van and Aaron, so it's no biggie.
The hell's that supposed to mean? Since Friday when it came out, her mixed baths are they men and women who have never met before sharing a bath? That's the kind of thing would never happen in the Central East. Didn't the person at the front desk try and stop you? No, I was in stealth mode. Totally forgot to turn off my camouflage when I came into town. I have no words. Anywho, this almond ice cream's amazing. It's just the thing I needed after a hot bath. Glad I took your recommendation. Glad you liked it. Don't you just love that almond jelly flavor? That exquisite, velvety sensation in your mouth? The quintessential dessert of the Eastern Quarter. You don't get a taste of this every chance you get. And what are you even living for? There he goes again. Done with your dumb sweets rant? Great. Now let's talk about shit that's actually important. Hey, they're important to me. Now then, we have a few questions for you. Chief among them being, what brings Ikaruga's second in command to Langport? You're not in your usual combat attire. What's the wardrobe change? This, I spotted it on one of the shop signs. Ooh, I have to have that. But I really don't know much about Western style clothing or fashion. Does it look weird on me? I think it suits you. I guess it's true you don't stick out as much in this as compared to that battle suit. That's neither here nor there. Why are you so tense? I'm not here to fight, I swear. Meeting was a total coincidence. Things have died down with my main gig, so I thought I'd take some time off. You're on vacation. Well, aside from me picking up the occasional odd job here and there, girl needs spending money. Look at you going through life without a single care in the world. That odd job bit is suspicious enough on its own, but I can't help but wonder what the main gig could be. I mean, whatever they were up to in Long Lie is finished? There's some things in life you're better off not asking about. Fair enough. Hey, did you just read my mind again? Stop that. You really are an enigmatic figure. Anyway, just came to this town on a whim. Good thing I did too. Things are getting pretty interesting around here. Word is that there's been some faction disputes within Heioi. Whole place like a powder keg set to blow. Concept of interesting is pretty screwed up. You realize that, right? But you get your sick kicks from watching people suffer? When you put it like that, it makes me sound pretty heartless, huh? Nah, honestly, I'm just interested in that foremost fighter person. Oh, right, him. We knew what kind of plot that bastard's cooking up. Not to change the topic, but do you mind if I ask you something? Know any good sightseeing spots? Maybe some fun activities? Well, that was random. Thanks to everything going on behind the scenes, most of all the tourist attractions are closed. Really wanted to do the eroded cave tour, but no dice. Did that last year as part of Ashen's request. Oh man. Attractions run by Heioi. Now that I think about it, I don't think they've done any tours since the beginning of the year. Possible that they're closed for the winter season? No, they're supposed to be running them year-round. Let me think about it while going through this scene. Anyway, we didn't come here to be your personal tour guide. If you want one, go ask someone else. Oh, so cold. You got a block of ice for a heart or something? Well, better get back to work. Got another one of those odd jobs to do. Good luck with whatever you're up to. So I have a feeling we'll be bumping into each other again real soon. Oh god, she's gonna follow me around, isn't she? Crazy lady's taking a real shine to us, huh? So much less of a hassle to deal with if she was just some battle-crazy idiot. Here I thought it would be a good chance to relax and unwind, but now I feel even more exhausted than before. Sames. Wonder what her odd job's entailing exactly. Who knows? No use racking our brains over it.
What a nice
Alright. Do I have to do it again? Ew.
Welcome.
So if you do it for the story, it doesn't count.
I hate getting sweaty, but I could get used to this.
This steam feels quite pleasant.
I don't know. I don't really think about it.
I feel better than ever after that.
Stay
To be
warm
honest.
out there, you hear?
So now I have it. There we go.
What a nice bath.
I don't know. I played so many games with so many great characters. It's like really hard to choose just one. To the harbor. Going on over here. Oh right, we have to go talk to Kasim.
Smart Duke.
Oh hey, it's our friend.
The mechs have been delivered. The combat drill will proceed as scheduled. Very good. This will be the first drill since we were officially deployed. I fully expect you to provide me with some excellent
Yes,
data.
boat.
Of course. We will try to meet your expectations, sir.
Kasim!
Hello, Mirabelle. It's very nice to see you again.
What are they doing with the Navy? And is that the Basel professor?
Hi, Kasim.
Greetings, Farida. I had heard you were in the city, and it's been some time since
I
our
just
last
drank
encounter,
water.
Van.
I'll drink to it.
Yeah. I haven't seen you since the end of last year. I heard you went back to your hometown, like your little sis.
He always comes home for our New Year's festival. Though I didn't expect to run into you again so soon.
Nor did I. Perhaps it is the will of Arusha and the flames. And it's good to see you too, Mirabelle. Been a while since you and I met face to face.
Yeah, well, I call you up a lot for our Marian Garten work, so it doesn't feel like it's been that long. But I'll bet you anything Reset was as giddy as a schoolgirl to see you again.
I was quite happy, yes. Thank you for facilitating my return to Arkwright Solutions. I'm in your debt once more.
Aw, don't mention it, girl. Just treat me to a coffee as usual, and we'll be square. I'm guessing the redhead is Erin Way, and you must be the Chief's adorable little sister. Thanks a bundle for always having Reset's back.
There we go.
You guys are the best.
Oh, my camera was falling down.
The pleasure's all ours.
Damn. The two of you couldn't be any less alike if you tried.
Yes, we get that a lot.
We meet again, Spriggan. I'm curious as to what brings you here to Langport. I heard all about what transpired in Messeldom. You and Catra had quite the fascinating little excursion by the sound of things.
Word sure does travel fast these days.
Yes, Cronkite.
Let's move to a better spot. Then you can regale me with the finer details.
Got it. So they're finally starting to deploy all those fancy new armaments. Guess that explains why Marduk's here, and they're helping get those assault frames field ready, right? It's been several years since the Empire's Panzer Soldats were first developed, but it's taken the Republic until now to make a similar weapon. Marduk and Vern have been working together, with our security division taking the lead on conducting training exercises at each location. The Navy's thinking about developing some with enhanced waterproofing too, and since Professor Cronkite's here, one of the developers, he came along as a consultant. They can be used in naval combat? That's so cool! Cool isn't the word I use. It's freaking scary. The military's getting real strong, real fast. I'd do anything to figure out what the president guy is up to. The country's arming itself to the teeth, and I don't like it. At least it doesn't seem like he's trying to go the route the Empire did. Anyway, that Almada's legacy matter sounds fascinating. Whether it's connected to the unfolding conflicts in the city or not, I can't be certain. However, it likely bears some relation to your risk management AI's recent assessment, don't you think? I agree. Yeah, that's the thing Rosette's employer uses, right? Correct. It's a high-performance AI system we use for crisis management. We have installed in the main terminal in Marduk HQ. Collates and consolidates data on people, geography, history, and economy, and then calculates the danger levels of a targeted area or the threat levels of an entity or organization. Basically the cornerstone of Marduk Total Security Company's main line of business. Puzzling is, the AI's assigned Langport the red zone label, which is code for especially dicey. Yep. The reason it gave? Unknown. First the Marian Garden hijack, and now this. Small wonder that system admin's on pins and needles. I'd assumed it was simply a bug in the program, but evidently Mr. Thorndike didn't agree. Ooh, oh yeah, I forgot about that slam ball. That's so. Guessing he sent you and Kasim's unit here to find out what's going on. Yes, that's right. And as luck would have it, you happened to arrive at the same time. Wished to assess the situation from a new perspective, so I applied for transfer to Arkwright Solutions, and it was readily approved. Gotcha. Well, it works out for us having you here. What's this reason behind the danger assessment? The only thing I can think of is the Genesis. At present, we have no intention of meddling in the affairs in the city. However, we may reassess our stance depending upon the circumstances. Nothing that transpires here will impact me or my work, so I have no obligation to help you. That said, if you come to me with something that aligns with my interests, I will at the very least consider offering some advice. Got a stethoscope shoved up your ass, Doc? Okay, well, if we end up needing you guys' help, I'll shoot you a message. Mind if we kept in touch during your stay, Mirabelle? What friends do, ain't it? Give me a ring anytime. Don't slack off on your Marian Garden floor cleaning duties, alright? Understood.
Kasim, good luck with that training exercise. I'm gonna give it my all, too.
As you should. Show us all what you gained from playing the role of the priestess at the New Year's festival.
Right.
Alright, I think that we learned all we can just from walking around the city. There's a lot of powerful people here, my brother included. There's also the Divine Blade of Silver and the Golden Butterfly, both of whom are maximum level threats. Must be some reason for them coming here now of all times. Oop. Perhaps it's related to the assessment provided by the risk management AI. Didn't they say they labeled Langport as a red zone? That's a little worrying, isn't it? What's more worrying is that we aren't really any closer to finding the people who framed Fan and poisoned Gian. Not necessarily. What do you mean, not necessarily? Flower petal's a clue, for starters. She said she picked it up at that high-class restaurant over at the 2nd Ward. Thought it looked familiar. We picked some flowers with this kind of petal during our last trip to Langport, right? Yep, and those flowers are spring lilies. They're used at mass and during funerals. Rare plant that can only be found offshore at the eroded cave. Oh yeah, we went there on our last trip. Petal's still fresh, must have fallen off fairly recently. The only people who would have been at the restaurant in the last couple of days would have been the remnants of the Lai family, and the Liu family members charged with handling the aftermath. We assume the petal stuck to either clothes or shoes of one of Heiwei's members, and that begs the question, why were they coming and going from the cave in the first place? Somehow I can't picture Fan and Gian strolling eroded cave picking flowers, even forgetting the fact that they're out of action. Yeah, I think we know our next move. Yeah, we gotta rent a boat in the 1st Ward and head to the cave. No time like the present, let's go. Alright.
Here's your schedule.
So to the 1st Ward, but we will not take the boat right now. I'm gonna take my break. Maybe get a snack. I don't know how I'm still hungry. I had a massive lunch. Like, just truly kind of a preposterous amount of food.
This must be the Eastern Quarter. Last year
Then,
sure was rough.
we will boat. It's your time to shine. Okay. I'm gonna take my break. I'll be back in like 5 to 8 minutes. There'll be ads. Yeah. See you soon. Hello, I'm back. The chair's hanging. Okay. Let's boat. Got some goldfish. I'm ready to party. My whole shit is getting weird. To the eroded cave.
Seriously? They found us out already? Well, whatever. Doesn't matter to me. I've got zero interest in this stupid gig, but since Ix clearly does, I'll go along with it.
I think that's Yona. The hell? Place is unrecognizable from last time. I mean, what's with all this red mist? Stop the tours here, right? Something fishy going on here. No kidding. Like I said earlier, they've always run tours regardless of the season, but they haven't done a single one since Lunar New Year. We looked into this after our conversation with Shizuna. The reason behind the suspension of the tour was undisclosed, but despite this, there have been virtually no inquiries or complaints filed. In fact, people's memory of this particular tour seems to be rather hazy and unclear. Now that you mention it, I didn't think anything was off about it before today. Ferryman showed you also didn't think anything was up. Here, let me check something real quick. Aha! Good catch. Guess my feeling from earlier was right on the nose. Seems like there's a good number of these things in the area. Look like Eastern Talismans. Well, I'm no expert on the subject, but I think this one's the type that screws with people's thoughts and perceptions. This talisman barrier here, people's awareness of this area has been on the fritz. Is that right? The culprit must have put them up so they wouldn't figure out they were hiding here. Seems like the range covers the whole cave. I believe that's correct. However, I find it difficult to believe these talismans can create such a large-scale cognitive obfuscation. Yeah, no way. Especially not with the long stretch of blue between here and Langport. I wonder how they pulled it off then. Aha! Seriously, it's reacting here? Guess I have my answer. That's the 8th Genesis piece you discovered in Messeldom, yes? Could that mean the next piece is somewhere in this cave? Wouldn't shock me. I'll bet they're using it as an amplifier for the talismans. That's what this thing was used for in Messeldom, even if it was for something different. You said some brat had it, right? I couldn't call him just some brat. He held his own against Van and 4 others. And 2 of them were those stupidly powerful Dominions. In any case, the fact that the talisman and the Genesis are linked works to our benefit. We can kill 2 birds with 1 stone. That said, we'll need to tread carefully. This place is bound to be more dangerous than it was before.
Well, well. You actually made it.
Qasim?
So, you got here before us, huh?
Marduk sniffed this place out too, huh? You guys are on the ball as always.
We only just arrived a few moments ago. Our AI program marked the eroded cave as extremely dangerous. It was assigned the label Terminal Zone, the highest threat level an area can receive. Therefore, I will be accompanying you.
What?
For real? So we will be joining you on one of Marduk's risk assessment missions?
I know we're kinda springing this on you out of nowhere, but bear with us. If you want my opinion, I think the chief could have handled this himself. But Mr. Thorndyke thought the situation sounded too dangerous, so he wanted me to ask you guys to help out.
Damn, he thinks this is too dangerous for Qasim?
That goes to show we cannot take this situation lightly.
We sure can't. Don't know all the details, but it sounds like this job's gonna be a doozy. Alrighty then. You ready to get this thing started, Security Chief Qasim? I, Mirabelle Alton, have got your back. If you need anything from me, just give me a ring, okay?
Understood, Miss Alton. Now, let's begin the risk assessment mission.
Well, this sure is a twist. Won't complain about having a badass like you on the team, though. Glad we're fighting side by side for once. Sure beats trading blows with ya.
May our temporary alliance prove fruitful. Now's your chance to show me how much you've improved, Van. Farida.
I won't disappoint you.
Oh, cool, he's a guest. Excellent. Effectively 5 party members.
Get to work!
Don't forget about
Glad that worked out okay.
God, that does. Basette's moveset is so crazy. Holy shit, that's a big boy.
Those freaky monsters are coming out in droves.
Seems drawn toward the entity. Source 400 yards ahead.
your measurements more accurate than mine. How do you always do that? Well, there you have it, folks. Stay on your toes, you guys.
Understood. We'll be on the alert.
Don't stop now, Van. I'll dice you up. Keep it up.
Very well.
You're gone. Make it count, Darren. Have some of this.
Here's my chance.
Up to you, Richard.
That was good damage.
It's all Bayek.
I will watch your 6.
There you are.
This one's yours, Pomzine. Ready. I'll end you.
Well.
Looks like a chest.
Won't take long. They're down.
Now!
Here goes.
That's what you get.
Not half bad.
Aaron's damage is not okay. Wow, that was...
Enemies detected nearby. That finished.
All right.
I'll handle it.
It's over. You're cool.
Nice.
Treasure located. There's some sweets for you, Mr. Arkwright.
Love craft points. Big fan. That is such an extra 3-hit combo. That is so extra and I love it.
Here goes. Here goes.
I don't think I've got any particularly mind-bending. Perfect, snipe. Oh my god.
Here goes.
The star has arrived.
We did exemplary work. You did great.
Victory's in reach. Engaging shark strike. Follow my lead.
No problem.
Mr. West.
Sucker!
Activating skill. Now fair enough.
Now's a good time to boost.
I will watch your six.
Now. There. Use a shark boost to get the upper hand.
Keep moving, Van. Take that.
Strike! Now! Be gone!
Now it's my turn.
Good try.
Now activating skill.
Gotcha!
Perfect chance.
Now activating skill.
Sucker!
Aaron.
Miss.
Chance!
Gotcha. Perfect chance.
Activating skill.
Have some more!
I could do better.
Here goes!
The star has arrived.
That worked out okay.
Looks like the gang's all here.
Count, Aaron!
I'll pulverize you in one. Activating skill.
Ready!
Wow.
Take the lead, Resent.
Now's your chance for a shard boost.
Free me!
Some elements look effective.
Take the lead, Resent. Chance. Over here. All for you.
Perfect chance!
Activating skill.
Huh?
Have some more.
Raise overshine the flames!
Someone's fired up. Hey, fair enough.
All level up!
Well then, away we go.
Somebody got a level on there. I think it might have been Cameo.
Maintenance mode activated.
Nope.
Maintenance mode activated. Maintenance mode activated.
Watch it. That one's big. Well, gotcha.
Now let's do this! Give it your all!
Raging Buster! You got this!
I'll handle it!
It's over! You're crushed!
Perfect chance!
Now throw it up! Beginning enemy suppression.
Here's the extra!
Cover for me!
Mr. Wet! Here's my chance!
Some elements look effective.
Too slow!
The star has
That's
arrived.
complete.
Nice.
We did exemplary work. You
Woo.
did great, Reset!
That's a nice pickup. All right.
Oh my! That's quite the reception. Understood.
You picked the wrong guy to fight.
Shall I prepare some sweets for you, Mr. Arkwright?
Battle. Proceed with caution.
Take this!
Don't forget about your charge attack. Enemy suppressed. Nice work.
You're tough as nails as always, Cossin.
Still can't believe you're able to wield that overgrown hunk of steel. It looks so easy.
One's choice of weapon matters little, so long as it brings out your full potential. You would do well to reflect on how to draw out the potential that lies dormant within you.
Here goes!
I'll be watching your performance.
Don't let your secret dribble out.
Snooze, you lose.
Don't stop now, Baron! Take that! Let's wail on it! I'll handle it! You're crushed!
It's so much.
I see me some small fries. Pretty hot shit, man.
Gauge full charge.
Right there. Like, now it's time to
Pretty
go.
sizable, so don't get caught.
Blink and you'll miss. Barry, now!
Activating skill.
Have some more!
Hey, that one felt pretty good.
Shall I fetch a cold drink, Miss Alfayed?
Engage fully charged. Could use a charge attack, you know. Assault complete. Collecting data now.
Treasure chest!
Yeah.
Charge attack, you know.
Engaging shark strike!
Now the chance for activating skill.
Follow my lead!
All right.
That went better than I anticipated.
That EX chain thing is so absurd.
Pulverize you in one go!
Fuck.
See me some small fries.
Take that, you ass!
Raise Arusha in the flames!
Well, I go that way. Wait. Wait. All right.
Oh, I'm full.
Let's finish the job!
Use a charge attack, you know.
You in one go! Take that, you ass!
Wow. Yeah, that dodge counter thing is, that's, I like that. It feels good to do, and, man, it does a lot of fucking damage. You know, ass.
Watch it. That one's big.
Oh, we got the death blow. I heard it.
Barry, now!
Activating skill.
Too slow! Strike! Don't stop now, Van! Gotcha!
Perfect chance!
Gotcha!
Activating skill.
Here's my chance!
Some activating skill.
Too slow!
I could have asked crafted.
Oh, I could do better.
Mystic Vision. What does that do? Oh, clone? What?
Level maximum.
That's pretty wild. I'm not gonna use a heal meal.
Okay?
The connection is being disrupted. Since we are approaching the barrier fence.
Guess that means it's no normal talisman. Stay alert, everyone.
Roger that!
Who do you think you're talking to?
Oh, fuck.
Perfect chance!
Activating skill.
Raise Arusha
Like some good news. Shall I test the cold drink, Miss Alfayette?
Zaram powder, heck. Do we have a heal point nearby? Or do I pop a heal meal? Rosette's movement is just so absurd. It's amazing. I mean, she feels like an android. She moves like a robot.
Bet we can rest there.
Like, insofar as that she's... Like, she does things that just... It seems so effortless for her. Which is just... But obviously it is. Quite a bit more... I've already bought all these. Code. Frigga S, those are just strictly. I suppose I should equip Rosette with something.
Very soothing.
All right, let's save. And then do some nonsense. Look what we have here, another batch of hay-away trash. What's Aaron Way doing here? And Spriggan accompanying him. How did they find this place? There's a bunch of talismans on that rock over there. It must be the center of the barrier. More importantly, there lies another Genesis fragment. I see now. This case must bear relation to that Crimson Beast that appeared in the capital, and possibly to you as well. Figured you'd connect the dots sooner or later. Hey, isn't that the guy from Marduk? Who's the PMC sticking their nose in our business? Careful, Lai Family Zhang show at 12 o'clock. Thought we'd taken care of them yesterday. So the remnants of the Lai family actually went and joined up with the Liu family traders. Isn't that something? What? The remnants that caused that uprising only made up a small portion of the Lai family. The rest were kept under the Liu family's thumb until they could figure out which of the other families to place them with. In reality, they were only pretending to behave themselves. They were all just biding your time, so you could bare your fangs and sink them into Gian and Fan. Truth comes to light. Give you guys this, you got balls of steel. But you picked a fight with the wrong family, my family, and that's the last mistake you're ever gonna make. How dare you talk to us like that? You aren't even a real member of Hayaway.
Stand down. If you were only up against those feeble children, you would have stood a chance. But you're no match for the Hamsin. Forgive us, Master Galong. We will do as you say.
Wait, isn't that the guy we saw at the dojo?
So it is.
We crossed paths once before, but I haven't formally introduced myself.
No, you've been very rude about it.
I am the shepherd of the lost lambs of the former Lai family. You may call me Gaolong. That is the name of the man who will bury you.
You're gonna bury me? Good one.
We won't be beaten by the likes of you.
Stay on guard. The foremost fighter is not to be underestimated.
Word on the street was you were helping quell the uprising. But you've been a part of it all along. Or maybe you're the one who masterminded the whole thing.
Think what you will, but I will not provide an answer. Though I will take good care of your remains once I've ground you to dust.
Oh no, this guy is strong!
You really like to talk a big game, don't ya?
For a place designated as a terminal zone, I expected to find more than mere thugs. But perhaps I shouldn't write off Hayaway's strongest martial artist before I can see what he's capable of.
Don't fret. I think you will find I'm more than a match for you. Now satisfy my craving for a good fight and perish!
Let's take him down.
I'm gonna make you pay for what you did to Gien and Fan!
Now then, show me what you can do.
$42K? Okay.
Here
Solid start.
Strike! Activating skill.
Now, ferret up.
Activating skill. Senshi!
I won't hold back.
I'll take you on.
Accessing. Initialize. Mr. Arkwright.
It's go time. Keep moving, Ben. I'll dice you up. So this is the strength of the Spriggan and his fixers. Here goes.
Boost gauge limiter unlocked.
No. I'll crush you.
Now it's my turn.
Activating skill.
Have some minute. It's go time. Some of this!
Yeah.
All set. Come on! Strike!
Now, ferret up.
Yusri Alaham al-Fusra.
Chance.
It's go time!
Activating skill.
Gotcha!
Perfect chance.
Let's party!
Hit him fast, Barry!
Rocket locked. You're trapped. Reset.
Gotcha! What a disappointment.
Well, what do you expect?
I'm stronger than ever.
I guess we won. Okay, this light needs to go on now.
How do you like that, huh?
We've
There we
almost
go.
got him. Just a little more.
I expected more from the Spriggan and the Prodigy. How disappointing. The Homscene, however, stands head and shoulders above the rest of this rabble. Maybe you can satisfy my insatiable hunger. Let's find out.
The thrill of battle is what drives you. No, that's not all. Well, no matter. I have neither the time nor the patience to indulge you.
No chance.
You've got to be shitting me.
What is she doing here?
Hi, Shizuna.
Damn it. Don't tell me you're protecting this asshole.
Afraid so. I told you I was here on a job, remember? Though I never thought I'd be crossing blades with you. I was instructed to step in if the situation demanded it. I'd say my timing was on point, wouldn't you? You're a tough cookie, but you've got an Achilles heel. You're way too focused on what's right in front of you.
I'm ashamed to admit you are correct. I let my emotions get the best of me. Oh well. At least this battle is finally getting interesting.
Ready to take us seriously now?
I'll admit your coordination was impressive. At least in that one moment. But was it a display of skill or a mere stroke of luck?
I'm fine. Let's go again.
Is in order.
I'll take you on.
He's holding a piece of the Genesis. Huh? I thought it was on the rock.
Having to rely on this is an affront to my pride. But I have no choice but to carry out my orders.
Dipshit.
Well, there goes the mastermind theory.
Now we just need to figure out who's pulling this guy's strings.
Okay, the kitty gloves are off. It's go time.
This is why I didn't blow everything, because I knew that there was going to be some bullshit.
There's no way I'm passing up the chance to go all out.
God, she flipped her switch.
If the divine blade of silver is joining the fray, then I will have to get serious.
You weren't serious before?
We're gonna need all the horsepower we can get. These two have got strength in spades, so don't take them lightly. If you want to live, give this fight everything.
Is this our death point?
Let's coordinate with the security chief and eliminate the threat.
Deploying shards. Whatever you need.
You have a chance to redeem yourselves. Show me your strength.
I'd be crazy not to take advantage of this. Now give me all you got.
Win without anyone getting KO'd. Nope. This is a winnable fight.
Reset! Take over!
So we know what we have to do here. Shield up. Cobalt Curtain is so broken. Good try, idiot. I'm stealing this crit.
It's go time!
Party time!
Better than before, I suppose.
Keep activating skill.
Run wide. Raging blizzard.
Man, they really don't like Fairy with that scent quartz on. They really don't like her. Come on, they're beating up on your sister, man. Get your shit together.
Playtime zone.
Need to get my craft points back up. I'm frozen.
Come any closer, I will kill you.
Frozen.
Cirrus form.
I'll cancel.
Here's my chance.
Cobalt Curtain. Put that back on. Miss. Counter. Still frozen. Yep.
Raging blizzard.
It's go time!
Here's my chance. Now
Mystic Vision. Now I can finally get Flaming Prayer off. Guard.
I'll crush you.
That one stung. You guys are as sharp as always.
Activating skill.
Barbados, rage! Don't stop now, Van.
Use a shard boost to get the upper hand.
It's go time.
I suggest this right now.
Activating skill.
Here goes.
Give them your all.
You're down.
Got a stun.
I'll admit you're growing on me.
Nice. One down.
Here's my chance. Activating skill. Accelerating.
Good idea. Let's use Lightning Chaser.
That one's done. Release.
You go.
Let's all have some fun. Run wide. Raging blizzard.
There. Getting enemy suppressed. Ready.
You can't miss arts. Not from inside, anyway.
You cannot run. You won't get away with this. There. There. Full boost. Go all out. Give 'em your all.
Too slow.
Now we're talking.
Nice. Did it.
I could do better.
Nice. Moving on up.
Torpedoes. Raid.
Finally, we see Kasim do something.
Too slow.
Nice going!
Not bad. Not bad at all.
Now, fairy.
No!
A shadow hand.
Well, I think I just about fulfilled my contractual obligations.
I can faintly sense them. Whoever that hand belonged to, their true form is lying in wait there.
It's time then.
Yep. Need any help?
No. I have had my feast, so I will be heading out shortly. Witnessing the strength of the Hamseen and the Divine Blade has satiated me. For now. The Spriggan and his flock are nearly ripe for the slaughter. I suggest you sharpen those fangs of yours, or our next encounter will be woefully short-lived.
Hey! Stop!
They're traveling through the shadows. It will be nearly impossible to track them.
Damn it!
We almost had it!
Why are the crazies always drawn to us?
Well, I mean, I didn't think it would be that easy. How long that advance group split off from Kasim and returned to the boat. Well, I hope I can go back there because there's fish. Sea breeze feels so nice. Seriously, you guys, thanks for giving me a lift. I didn't think those jerks would ditch me like that. To be clear, if you start shit, we're tossing your ass overboard. That sounds like a challenge. I'm game, and if you win, I can easily swim my way back to Langport. I mean, why did we let her come with us? She was fighting us to the death literally 5 minutes ago. Whatever. Still trying to figure out what Qasim's thinking. Still mulling over what he said before he took off. His words seemed to carry a hidden meaning. That concludes this part of our risk assessment. We will also be investigating Heilong, Shenzai, and a few other areas. Also have to conduct military exercises with the Navy, so I very much doubt I will be able to offer any further assistance. Cool. Not like I have the mirror to hire you and your people anyway. Like with all the stuff you have to do.
I can see you grasped the meaning behind my words during our conversation in Basel.
Conversation was that?
That's all I have to say on the matter, except for one thing. One day, you must give me your answer.
Answer to something. You have any idea what he's getting at? Well...
There are a number of matters Abby and I disagree on. Whether you are suited to being a warrior is very much one of them.
Like I said earlier, I performed the role of the priestess in my village's New Year's festival. And you wowed the ever-loving hell out of them, right? Well, yes. But the role had another... You know what? Never mind. Forget I said anything. Sorry if you guys are worried about me. I am totally A-okay. You say so. Not sure I agree with Fairy's self-assessment. Something appears to be weighing on her mind. Yeah, but it doesn't sound like she's ready to open up about it. Alright, back to the main topic. I'm gonna go out on a limb and guess Gao Lang wasn't the one who gave you that job. Right on the mirror. Received the offer from an anonymous orb mail. That those who are lurking in the shadows of the eroded cave have a job for you. I asked Gao Lang straight up if he was the one who sent the message, and he was quick to deny it. Not exactly with the best with technology, so tracing it back to the sender wasn't really an option. Man, Adios' name did you accept such a shady-sounding job? Please scratch that. The fact that it sounded shady probably made it even more appealing to you, and the sender probably knew that. So they baited her? Yep. You got me like a fish on a hook, but I'm content because I got to duel with the strongest warrior out of the deal. That said, I'm still a little curious about who exactly hired me. How long let it slip that he isn't the one calling the shots? Yep, I'd very much like to meet the person who's keeping the legendary foremost fighter on a string. They have the cunning to outwit the elders of Hayaway without giving away a single hint as to their true identity. Powers of foresight and natural intelligence must be off the charts. Just who could they be? The number of people who fit those particular parameters would be rather small. They also need to have a foothold in Hayaway and be able to track the Luz family's movements. I don't know. If they were that close to Luz, Sao and Ashen would have found them out by now. I don't think there's anyone there who... Wait.
Oh, did a light bulb go off?
There's no way. Shit. That bastard.
Do you have some idea who it is?
Yeah. There can only be one person. Now that I think about it, there's a bunch of circumstantial evidence that points to him. Administering poison, forging evidence for tax evasion, and suppressing the remnants of the Lai family. I thought it would have been impossible for one person to orchestrate all that. That's why I dropped him from my list of suspects early on. He played me like a damn fiddle.
You sound pretty sure. I'm gonna trust your hunch.
And I will as well. He matches all of the qualifications we outlined. Only he could draft a scheme that even our main AI failed to foresee.
Is it Sao?
What a terrifying man.
Wow. He sure got us all good.
Huh? Are you saying it's...
The culprit who's been pulling the strings behind the scenes is Sao Li. It can't be anyone else.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was afraid of. I do not look forward to fighting the Orchid Dragon. No, the call's not going through. That mean he's got Ashen? Probably, best to assume that at this point. For it's unlikely that Miss Lu is in immediate danger. The guy's planned everything to the last detail. He's always been sly as a fox, and that's all the more reason we can't trust him. Got that right. Need a plan. If we rush in without one, we'll be playing right into his hands. Yeah, you're probably right. Put our thinking caps on, then. First, let's go over what the original plan was. We were planning to give our report at the Great Spire, were we not? Yeah, but I wouldn't be surprised if we had people stationed there, probably to pounce on us the second we walked through the door. We'll have to head in there eventually, so let's make sure we have everything we need. Might as well do a quick sweep of the town, too. Fine and all, but what do we do about the crazy chick? Oh no, please don't tell me you were planning on coming with. Weren't you just under contract with them like an hour ago?
Yeah, but said contract's up now. The past is in the past. Also, I've been interested in those 4 SPGs of yours. It feels like the goddess herself has ordained us to work together. Of course, you could defy her will by shooing me away, but I'm gonna follow you anyway. We're stuck together like glue.
Why is she like this? Personally, I think it would be wise to accept her aid, for sure, though it's not like she's giving us much choice here. Well, them's the breaks. Fair warning. Be prepared to work till you drop. Start slacking or you distract any of us, you're getting the boot. Got that?
Sure thing, boss.
Hi, Shizuna. I don't even know what to say at this point.
Let me handle this.
Alter Nagi.
Let me handle this.
Critical physical damage speed. Yeah, that fucking tracks, man. He's a break 3. Oh my god. He is a bit terrifying.
New skill unearthed.
Alrighty.
Here we are. We got Shizuna. Tomoe Blade. This outfit sure is something.
This must be the Eastern Quarter.
Guess it's not as it's pretty much as outlandish as the other one she usually wears.
Where to next?
Let's see what we got.
Been some pretty weird rumors floating around about Aaron lately. Maybe I'm making a mountain of a molehill, but I figured I should at least bring it to the team's attention. Meet me at Griha Fandian. I'll explain the rest there. Rumors and regrets.
Ooh, so this is a 4 SPG. Sounds like a ball.
You're sure wasting no time butting into our business?
Better not be thinking we'll be sharing the reward with you, because that ain't happening.
That's perfectly fine. The fun I'll have along the way will be its own reward.
I've got a real bad feeling about this.
Time to depart. Nothing seems too out of the ordinary. However,
Wait! I'm sensing a hostile presence from over there.
What, from the Great Spire? Does that mean...
why don't we see?
According to recent intel, a dangerous monster has been set in Eroded Cave. Yes, yes. Back to Eroded Cave, everyone.
On my way.
I'm actually going to the depths for a reason. To access the Machengarten. Specifically to get more craft points.
Charging now and there.
Oh, up here? No, this looks like just a bunch of boys. Oh, it is a bunch of boys. Exterminate.
Watch out. You're up against a large group.
Here goes! Hop to it, Shizuna!
Duality. Oh, they all are sure hit? Oh my god. You can't dodge some of this stuff.
Engaging skill.
Try and see through this.
God damn, that's so much damage.
Here's my chance.
Now's your chance for a shot.
Wow, that did a lot of damage.
I won't hold back. Activating drive.
Playtime's over! Have some of this!
Zeroth Gleam!
You won't want to miss this. My blade is both true and false, dancing in the moonlight.
Behold! Zero Gleam! Boost gauge upgraded.
Oh my god, that does so much damage. Well, that was fucking easy. Mute 2.
Takes care of that.
Mira deposit confirmed.
Wahoo.
No enemies found.
So, what's on the menu?
Nice! I got one.
Not bad, I guess.
Nice! I got one.
Not bad, I guess.
Nice, we got the hazelfish. Let me look at the fish. There's a bunch of fish. There's a blue marlin somewhere.
This is an adequate spot for fishing.
So, what's on the menu?
Yep, there's the blue marlin's in there.
Nice! I got one.
Well, that is not a blue marlin.
Not bad, I guess.
We're gonna be at this for a second. I have a feeling.
Nice! I got one.
Not bad, I guess.
Nice! I got one.
There it is.
Not bad, I guess.
17 fish. That seems about right.
Shall
All
we
right.
go?
Rumors and regrets.
It's all thanks to Aaron.
Hey, Sid. Aaron, I didn't realize you were back. Actually, I had something bothering me lately, and I kind of wanted to see if you had anything to say about it. I saw the request on the bulletin board. Something about an odd rumor been doing the circuit? Nothing too crazy, but it definitely feels like someone's trying to take a dig at Aaron's reputation. Heard somebody say after all his wandering, it looks like Aaron's finally decided to settle down with somebody. He had a change of heart and broke it off with the girl. I hear he's even got violent with her. That's what's been going around. Heard that one too. It was you they were talking about? It's even more widespread now than it was earlier. Not too concerned about some petty rumors. If the first half isn't even that bad. Are you getting married? No. No, I am not. No, I'm not in a serious relationship, and I sure as hell don't have any plans of settling down anytime soon. Aaron told me he was settling down. I think he was dying. Guessing that's why he wanted to talk to us about it? Spreading these rumors anyway. Seems like Ree Lee's behind it. Ree Lee? I wouldn't have pegged her as the type. Even up to these days, haven't seen her around in a while. Who's Ree Lee? Old friend we used to hang out with. She didn't come with you guys to the capital when you came to visit, did she? She said she wasn't feeling up to it at the time. Sounds like you broke it off with her after all. Did not. How did you even know she was the one that started it? Our friends have a bit of an information network between us, but as far as where Ree Lee is right now, I've got no clue. Karen said she hasn't really been around much lately. It's just a rumor. I'm sure it'll down over time. That's usually how these things go anyway. But I suspect this particular rumor won't go away unless we directly confront Miss Ree Lee about it. I'm a bit concerned that no one seems to know where she is, though. Even if it's just a dumb rumor, a close friend's mixed up in it. I need to figure out what's going on. But we're pressed for time as it is. It's really not up to me. What do you say, boss? Got time to look into it? Sure, I'll save his reputation. I'd like to get to the Great Spire as soon as we can, but something smells off about this. I doubt Sal's involved, but it's better to resolve all our other issues before we move on. Really appreciate it. That makes me feel loads better. Even if he didn't make the case, I was planning on looking into it on my own when I could. Figured as much. You're kind of an open book. Stop acting like you're my dad or something. Let's just get investigating already. We don't want to lose any more time. Gonna need more info first, though. Where should we start? Why don't we ask Hal and Jack over at the pub? They may already know something we don't. Gee, so that's how you handle these types of situations. I guess that's the Spriggan way, huh? Or maybe just the Aaron way? I'm glad I'm getting a chance to see how the other half lives for once. Just don't go doing anything crazy, alright? Really? The Aaron way? That's the best you could come up with? Whatever, let's just get the show on the road already. Or if somebody's got a grudge against me, or if they're just trying to keep us out of the Great Spire. But whoever it is, whether it's Ree Lee or somebody else, they seem to be trying pretty hard to get my attention. They say we give them what they want.
You have my support, Mr. Arkwright.
Alright, to the bar! To the bar, to the bar, to the bar, bar, to the bar, to the bar, to the... I apparently didn't find this portal. Bar to the bar, to the bar, bar, to the bar, to the bar, bar.
Let me ask you something.
I've been hearing rumors about Aaron too. Didn't realize Ree Lee was the one who's... You're close with her, ain't you, Hal? I'm not so sure close is the right word, but I've talked with her at the bar a few times. She's been coming over ever since winter of last year. It was like she was here all the time at one point. Ever since the new year, she's becoming less and less. You probably don't have any idea where she's at either. Oh, wait, I remember her mentioning a job, actually. I think she said she was starting work at a local brothel. Heard it just opened recently in Newtown. Try asking somebody who works there. Open in Newtown. Oh, right, I know the place. Actually, I have the manager's number. I'll go ahead and give him a call. The hooker now? Hooker? Does she sell fishing hooks or something? Why would she want to do that? The world can be a strange place, Fairy. If you're so curious, why not look it up on your Zephyr later? Great idea. Language learning works so much better when you have a little help, after all. Sounds like I'd better activate the child filter on Miss Alfayed Zephyr. That is free right now, so I asked if you wouldn't mind meeting with you. You're waiting in the plaza next to the movie theater in Newtown. Thanks a ton, we'll head right over. Why are you friends with a guy like that anyway? Jack, have you been... Hey, I knew the guy way before he was put in charge. Oh, one more thing, Van. Lately there's been some gamblers around town who've been preying on women. A pair of guys named Dean and Jet. Haven't heard of them. They new around here? They're popping up more and more all the time. Don't exactly care for their playstyle, though. Like to put their opponents at ease by letting them win the first round, then they go for the kill. Beyond that, they're just a little too flashy for my liking. In spite of Hal's glowing review, these guys aren't cheats. They're genuinely talented card players. Either one of them is on the same level as Aaron. Sound like fun to me. Maybe I'll have to play around with them sometime. Why do those names sound so familiar? Right, we'll keep an eye out. Okay, let's head to Newtown. Which we have to go to anyway because I want to go see a movie. Because there's another opportunity to see a movie.
Allow me to assist.
Sharkferno! Oh man. I have to see Sharkferno. Saga of Ravana, we can see that later. I'm bringing Shizuna. Gonna be great. This is gonna be a disaster, and I'm excited. Dude, Sharkferno? story is set in a well-known campsite in a tranquil forest in which, for many weeks, a number of inexplicable accidents have occurred. Several people fall victim to localized forest fires, yet their charred remains show signs of assault by some kind of fearsome predator. It's amazing. Park ranger named Brick makes an appeal to delay the mountaineering season until they can determine the cause of these strange incidents. However, the mayor, who values money brought in from tourism over safety, cuts off the investigation and opens it to mountain climbers. Trying to adjust this slightly. Oh no, they were all killed by the flame monster. Just as numerous campers are starting to enjoy themselves, the titular Shark Furno appears.
Why is this happening? And on the day we opened up the mountain, no less. Everyone, please remain calm. We aren't in any danger, so please don't be as...
Yeah, that sounds like a monster movie.
Oh no! It got the mayor! Oh, we have to do something, Brick, or we'll be next!
If this is anything like the old-timers' folktale, we might be able to kill it by snuffing out its flames! Look, a tank of nitrogen! If we destroy that, the monster will be as good as toast! But it's so far away! How are we?
Leave that part to me. I've got a plan.
What the? Hey, why the hell did you cut your palm? How's that a plan?
If you paid any attention in school, you'd know sharks are attracted to the smell of blood. I'm gonna lure it away. Oh, bet you never thought a zoologist could be so gutsy. Well, I'm tougher than I look.
I'll say, you're one hell of a woman, Lisa. And I'm glad to know your head's still screwed on tight. Okay, let's smother that oversized matchstick once and for all.
Smile, you son of a bitch!
This is such a campy B. This is Sharknado. This is Sharknado level of goodness. I love it. Shizuno probably thinks it's hilarious. And here I thought it would just be some lame-ass joke movie, but I actually had a good time. Had a feeling you'd dig it. These movies don't have a big production or marketing budgets, but a few of them had some cool ideas. Just goes to show there's all kinds of talented directors, even outside the big industry's big shots. Watching a B movie over a regular one is like visiting a run-down but comfy joint over a big fancy restaurant. I can get behind that. People in Calvert sure do make fun movies. That was awesome. Normally easy to tell a good B movie from a bad one. I like watching them, even if it's a toss-up whether I have a good time or not. Sadly, a lot of B movies these days are just blatant rip-offs of other films. Pick a theme similar to some big blockbuster, give it a misleading title, and make a B movie out of it. Call them mockbusters. Interesting. Because people having the freedom to make whatever they want can be a good or a bad thing. I'm no expert in the art of filmmaking, but I think all creative-minded people need something that can light the spark of inspiration. People put all into their work, even if it's derivative, it can still result in the product that's satisfying for the audience. That make any sense? Pretty profound insight. Can't believe you got all that from watching a shark movie. Just fascinated by film culture, that's all. Still, you're not going to create a classic if you're just imitating others. That's why mockbusters never stack up to the originals. We're absolutely buying the brochure for Shark Furno, my dude. Are you kidding me? You cannot... Give me 5 of those. I'll take your entire stock. Shark Furno. Shark Furno merch, please. Nihon Falcom, when do I get my Shark Furno merch? It must be Jack's friends. Thus, here's my card. Red Solutions. I guess the Capital's got all kinds of professions, huh? Mentioned you wanted to talk about one of our employees. Really, wasn't it? We're hoping you could tell us where she is right now. Fortunately, I'm not really sure. She's actually been a bit of a problem lately. I've been having a difficult time getting her to talk with me. You been absent at work? No, but she seemed a bit preoccupied with something lately. I tried asking her if something was wrong, but all she did was wave me off. So I decided to have another employee approach her instead. Turns out that Ray Lee had something of a gambling problem. It seems to have started out around the end of last year. I've even gone to see her play myself. From what I can tell, there's a specific group of gamblers she tends to spend her time with. But you make it sound like she hasn't really been enjoying herself. What the hell is she up to? Any chance you know what kind of places she frequents? Let me think. Seen her hanging around the park occasionally. Actually, it's often right around this time of day. Those are usually days when she has shifts off work, so I imagine she's stopping by on her way in. Say, park, do you mean the one that's nearby? Yeah, that's the one. Last time I saw her, there was right at the beginning of the year, not long after she started working with us. Go take a look. It might offer some insight into her whereabouts. Thanks for the information. Sorry if we interrupted anything. Not at all, I just wish it could be more help. Here, let me give you my business card, just in case. Got my T-phone number on it too, so if anything comes up, don't hesitate to call. Of course, be sure to contact me if you're interested in our services. I think I'm good, actually. Wouldn't feel right patronizing a place where Aaron Friends works. Suppose that makes sense. Well, I better get back. Have a good night. Yeesh, guess he didn't want to miss a chance to rope in new customers. Anyway, let's go check out that park. Barry with the stunner shades is just absolutely amazing. I don't know why I took that route. Perfect place to take a little stroll. She's not here. Well, no really. Hmm? Really? Where have you been? Who is that guy? What the hell's her problem? Man she was with. It's probably one of the gamblers her boss mentioned. No way of knowing for sure, though. About that. Actually managed to take a picture of him just before the two of them entered the vehicle. Leave it to Rosette. Alright, anybody tell you you're one hell of a maid? 10 out of 10 for sure. Make good use of that picture then. Mind to send it over my way, Rosette? So you plan to send it to the manager we just spoke with. You should be receiving it right about now. Hope we hear back from him soon. About a minute after Van forwarded the picture, the group received a response. It said, never seen that guy before. The gamblers that Roy was playing with were dressed more like some guys you'd see in a host club. Sounds like a certain other couple of creeps we've been hearing about lately. Maybe there's been some gamblers around town. Yep, Dean and Jet. Didn't expect to be paying them a visit so soon. Sure Jack will know where to find him. Let's head back to Gambit. Okay, sure.
On my way.
Gambit's a good name for a bar, just as a side note. Hi Jack, I'm back. That's what happened to Riley, huh? They cleaned those guys out a long time ago. Sure, if we'd put the squeeze on him sooner, she'd never have... Hey, I get how you feel, but what's done is done. Seems like there might be something else that led her down that path, too. Something someone was able to prey on. They must have convinced her that gambling was the only way she could get what she wanted. Must have been something that made her vulnerable, huh? And she should have come to me or the other guys about it first. Who are these two gamblers, anyway? They have a stand over on the 2nd ward of the Eastern Quarter, not far from Tao Yan Restaurant. Let me go with you. I might be able to be of some help. Whatever makes you feel better, Hal. Just don't let your guard down. You know I won't. I doubt they'll be willing to give us any information for free. Feel much more at ease with you along, Miss Hal. Let's go see what they're made of.
Let's roll, gang.
Should be about where they are.
Welcome to Laifu Fondian.
Well, you know. Navigation has never been my strong point.
What did I need to pick up next?
You hear about that hay awareness?
Must be the guys. Talk to the gamblers. Guess we should start planning on what to do next. But she's really starting to miss us now. What's up, fellas? Sure sound like you're having fun. Talking about chatting up some chicks? How's that that's one of my favorite pastimes. Would say you let me in on the fun too. Where you come from? Look, we haven't got time to entertain men, my friend. If you were a cute girl, it'd be a different story. Let me be straight with you. I better not hear either of you hanging out with Rui Lee ever again. You're Aaron Way, huh? We know all about you. As far as Rui Lee goes, we're just a few friends of hers, that's all. Who are you to decide who she gets to hang around with? You know what? You're right. She can hang out with you losers all she wants. As far as I'm concerned, you dipshits don't deserve to even breathe the same air as her. Anyway, right now my good friend's out there saying some crap that's got my ears tingling, and you're gonna tell me where she is. I expect you to spill every last detail. Definitely talk a big game. I can see why you got girls falling all over you. I'm afraid our ties with Ray are a little more sturdy than some half-baked intimidation attempt. It was just 500,000 Mira. Let's just say you got a little too addicted to playing with us. Who do you think introduced her to the loan shark? Get it now, don't you? Mira binds the three of us tighter than blood, or should I say the four of us? You guys are sick. Or, huh? They must be talking about that guy we saw over there in Newtown. Yeah, what you're saying. Should have known better than to think I could get info out of you for free. How about we settle this with a game of 7 hearts? We win, you tell us where the girl is. You're on. Men of our word, after all, especially when it comes to gambling. So if you win, I promise we'll tell you where Rui, well, the loan shark is. Perfect. Need to pick another player, and hold your horses, pal. I think we'll be the ones picking the other player. Wouldn't be a fair match unless everybody's on the same level, right? That's why Hal Coleman is completely out of the question. The hell? Sounds to me like you're just chickening out. Let's see, the other player should be... I'd like to play. You? You know these men, Miss Sarugi? Not really, but their names sound a little familiar. Forgot already? We just met yesterday. She was wandering around the city, so we called out to her and asked if she'd like to play a game. She completely decimated us. It was like she knew every card before she even saw it. Sounds to me like you're a little more than familiar with them. Guess maybe I'm just really bad at remembering background characters. Holy shit. Anyway, she's totally out. Little girl over there. Is she gonna be your partner, Aaron? I know you only picked me because you think I'm weak. I may. I'm also unaccustomed to games of this nature. Why not allow me to? No, Rosette. Let me handle this. Game will fall upon the warrior who refuses a challenge. I accept. Maybe you'll at least let me explain the rules to her? Sure, whatever. But any more conditions and we call the whole thing off. That's settled. Let's get ready to play. Sorry, sir. We're gonna need to borrow that table again. I didn't have to jump in with both feet, small fry. Show them a true warrior can't be defeated so easily. Really gonna need your help with this one, Hal. Don't worry, I got this. Oh, hang on. Okay. Happens when we add up the number of cards. I'll walk me through the strategy earlier. Let's see. For to win, one of us will be playing the aggressor, the other will be playing a supporting role. Given our seating order, I have to be the aggressor. I need to make sure to play the cards Hal signals me to. If I remember right, the signs were... Fold my arms, that means stay your hand. Second is when I clear my throat, that means play the fire card. And the third is when I sniffle, that means play the mirage card. Third sign was most likely play a key role in whether we win or lose, so try not to forget it. Understood. Wish I could have had more time to talk over the strategy with Aaron, though. Don't worry, Aaron knows what he's doing. Cool as a cucumber with my sunglasses on. Barry's ready. Make for an interesting match. Just don't go telling everybody what his hand is, alright? Come on, I know better than that. Dean has 3 cards, Jet has 4 cards, Aaron has 6. Now I need to deal damage to someone. Let's see, which card to play next? It's one of the signs. Stay my hand. I knew that one. I remembered that. That means I shouldn't play a card. Path. Picking up on the signals. Now they can rotate hands and get some better cards. Each player's life points gradually shifted as they continue the game, until finally Fairy's turn to make a decisive blade came around. Dean has 3 cards, Jet has 7 cards, and Aaron has 2. Where we make our move. Fairy seems to have picked up on the flow of the game now. Time to throw these guys into the gutter. Sniffle. That means play the Mirage card. Play this one. Mirage card. Now? Swap in my hand with Jets. Nice going, Fairy. You even targeted the perfect person. Here we go, small fry. Look at that. Can't believe we lost. Really did it. Serves you right. Excellent work, you two. For your help, pal. Just glad it all worked out. Alright, it's time you guys put your mirror where your mouth is. Of course, the loan shark is based out of the Harbor District. Where in the Harbor District? I was about to tell you, I swear. The far end of the wharf. He goes in and out of the area in that little street vendor's stall place all the time. Really should be there too. Yeah, we've been around that place before. Lady types sure like to stick to the same spots. Let's get over there. Actually, there's a little something I need to take care of first. Let's go on ahead. I'll catch up with you later. Oh, where do you think he's going? Don't worry about it. Come on, guys. I earned SP. We finally caught up with you guys. I was starting to think you weren't going to show at all. Where'd you run off to anyway? Don't you know that the hero only ever shows up at the last minute? Come on, let's do this thing. Aaron Way, I figured you'd show up sooner or later. Yeah, we already paid a little visit to your gambler buddy, so let's get straight to business. Only a few people in this town that would have something to gain from hurting my reputation. Means you're with the Lai family, aren't you? I'm close with the Liu family, you figured you could throw a little more dirt on their name by proxy. Bravo, right you are. You really managed to turn into a rather unsightly eyesore for us. As far as rumors go, I would have thought you could come up with something a little more juicy, to be honest. That's what you think. That seems you don't really understand the true reasoning behind this deception after all. I left the rumor milling to your little friend here. If you have any complaints, I suggest you take them up with her. Really? True reasoning? Give me a break. You sure act high and mighty for the guy holding the debt over her head. Wouldn't be surprised if you threatened her into spreading those lies in your first place. What do you know? Building up debt, working in a brothel, making up rumors, all this was my decision. The real reason I ended up like this is because of you. This is all your fault. My fault? I've barely seen you since I moved to the capital. Someone's starting putting distance between. Doing this because Aaron left, aren't you? What do you mean? All just conjecture based on what we know so far, but Aaron moved to the capital in September of last year. That was right before you got hooked on gambling. Tell just from how Aaron's been reacting that you're not usually the type to do stuff like that. Not to mention the expression on your face when you spotted you in Newtown. You looked furious, like someone who had a significant amount of built-up resentment. Almost feel bad for the poor girl having her feelings exposed so blithely. Is that true? All I ever did was try and get you to notice me, but at some point, even being around you made me feel like my heart was bleeding. Because it was like you never even cared. Thought about it. I thought that maybe once there was some distance between us, it would get a little easier, but no, that only made it worse. Then I started looking for something else, something that would help me move on for good. Why are you apologizing? She's got problems. She needed an outlet. She's looking for a way to fight back against the love who would never look her way that only ever saw her as a friend. That's when I stepped in to make her a deal. If she was willing to damage your reputation, I'd write off all the interest on her loan. You're horrible. Basically, you took advantage of her when she was at her lowest. I believe you have a full understanding of the situation now. If you try and put a stop to her rumors, everything she's worked so hard for will go down the drain. I knew I smelled somebody waiting in the wings. What are you planning to do to them? Promise you wouldn't hurt Aaron. You look like someone who keeps his promises. Don't worry about me. Just get out of the way. This is my fight. You guys stay out of it. You deaf, old man? Your boss, your safety is my personal responsibility. And no, you don't get a say. Enough talk. Make sure this brat is beaten to a pulp. Well, I'm sure this will go very easily for us, right? I'm sure this will be a very hard fight. Oh man, looks like I'm really on the ropes. Oh geez. Who could have seen that outcome? What a total shock. I'm gonna turn this light up slightly. Oh god. That'll do. Wow, what a surprise. They died immediately. Must be tired after a fight like that, right? As if, you see, I actually have a certain way of dealing with the Lai family chumps like you. Better look forward to a lifetime of debt, you greedy little tramp. You're gonna pay back every single mirror, including interest. Want your money back? Fine. 500,000 mirror, exactly. Take it. Another thing, if you ever come near Royally again, don't expect to have 2 working legs after. Got a problem with me? Tell me to my face next time. So that's what you went off to do. That was so cool. Aaron, I'm sorry, I'm not looking for an apology. I only did this to help out a good friend of mine. That's it. But I do have something to say to you, actually. Don't you ever go and get mixed up with scum like that again. If you're in trouble, you come to me next time. If I can't do something about it, Sid and the others will help you figure it out. What friends are for. Right, thank you, Aaron. Never betray you guys like that again, I promise. Or I'll pay back all that 500,000 mirror. I'll work and work until I pay back every last bit. No, you will, but try not to stress over it too much, okay? Make sure I get it back before I bite the big one. That was a little errand you were running earlier. I'm guessing you planned to pay off her debt from the start? Seriously, gotta stop playing everything's so cool, bro. I didn't realize you were here as well, Mr. Sid. Al called me, so I rushed over. Thanks, you guys. We really appreciate what you've done for us. Glad it's all over now. It sure was a lot of Mira, though. Sure it'll be... The redhead sure is an interesting guy. Maybe it's just the boss rubbing off on him. Not likely. That's just how Aaron is. Really certainly looks much happier now. Well, that's good. That was the money your mother left you, wasn't it, Aaron? I heard about it from Sid. You should leave him to blab about my business to a kid. Truth is, only half of it came from Mom. The rest I saved up from working at the theater. I saw those leading lady roles really did have you rolling in it. But I know he hasn't been on stage in a while. How'd he really get that 500,000 Mira? Did a really chivalrous thing back there, and without any hesitation. Not just anyone can do something like that. Small price to pay to put an end to all that mess. Of course I say that, but... Interested in giving me a raise, old-timer?
Well done, everyone.
Reward deposited.
Gray and chaos.
Confirming your schedule.
Rumors and regrets and Cave Monstrum. Alright, maybe let's heal before we die. Second one.
Off we go.
This will give me my craft points back as well.
What a nice.
Feel free to it.
Even though it cost me 500 Mira.
This is perfect.
Oh, I'm really working up a sweat.
Van's satisfied face is just entertaining every time.
What a nice bath.
Confirming your schedule.
Alright, now it's party time.
Time to depart.
The new town. We will grab our achievements. And then we will save. 'Cause this is probably going to take a while. We do have a little while. We're good. We're good. We're going to be fine.
Welcome.
Quickly pop in. It was here. Yeah.
Allow me to assist.
Visiting the Kowloon department store. We hope you enjoy your stay.
Oh, wow.
as
There's
you
a
browse
lot
the
more
finest
available now.
goods
Holy
Langport
shit.
has to offer.
What? Bruh. Strike 2, strip A2. Yeah, I'm gonna have to.
See you again.
That might be an off-stream thing. Oh, drop has a new thing.
What'll it be?
Dare you attire.
Welcome. Thank you for visiting the Kowloon department store.
We hope you
Gembu.
enjoy your stay as you browse the finest goods Langport has to offer.
Feather boots. Yakos.
Thank you for visiting the Kowloon department store. We hope you enjoy your stay as you browse the finest goods Langport has to offer.
Yeah, might as well boost that. Why not? All right, party time. Pull up. Well, that's just great. They got Lu family members in Jiangzhou Station here. Even have Marduk's security drones. Using shards to camouflage themselves. Good catch. That suspicious red light sure came in handy. Wonder why they're hiding out in the open. Looks like they cleared everyone out of the building. Just like what they did at the eroded cave. Yeah, but somehow the talisman are having an even stronger effect here. Just check the orbital net for details on what's going on. The Great Spire and the train lines connected to it have been closed since 2 hours ago. Reason given this, the orbital facilities were malfunctioning. They're instructing people to use other gates. Depths to which this guy plots his bullshit runs deeper than Gehenna itself. Like before, the barrier is formed by talismans and the power is being amplified, yet people are carrying on like everything's normal. Except for us, of course. I'm guessing that we have that little device of yours to thank for that. Yes, you guessed right. Willing to bet it's a sign that the other Genesis fragment is holed up in there. Saves me the trouble of making them spill where they stashed it. What's the plan, Chief? Guessing a frontal assault's not on the menu? That'd be suicide. Now, if we had someone who could lure him away, that'd be a different story. Perhaps Mirabelle can assist there. Why don't we call up Jack and Hal, too? I'm sure they'd be happy to help. And give Sid and the others a holler if you need me to. Yeah, do that. We need every tool in the tool shed for this op. Things are beginning to heat up now. Various parties were contacted and given the rundown. They agreed to play a part in the operation, and plan was diversionary tactics devised. Once we're ready to begin the operation, we'll need to gather near the Great Spire. Come on. Why is my cable stuck? Hello? Oh. Give me cable. All right, now we save. Save right over that one. Let's go. Storm the place. This entrance is still heavily guarded. You'd think these guys at least need to take a bathroom break or something.
Now, what might you people be up to?
It's a golden butterfly. Joy. It's been a while, hasn't it? We haven't seen each other since what, the festival? It sends you lurking in the shadows, by the way. I was planning to drop by and say hi if you didn't come out to play.
My. You all look like you're having a ball. I came here in search of something, and what do I find? A party I was not invited to. Oh, I'm heartbroken.
What are you searching for? Wait, don't tell me.
Don't worry your handsome little head. I am not after the piece of that device, fascinating though it is. If you recall our little chat from this afternoon, I was given a rather vexatious request that I could not refuse.
I have a feeling you're not going to tell us what that request entails. Not that I really care one way or another, mind you. Anyway, you were planning on heading in there, right? Want to go in together?
Oh?
Are you sure that's such a good idea? Playing with some seriously scalding fire there, bud. I know, and I don't care. Like I said earlier, we have every tool at our disposal, even the unconventional ones. Besides, I have a feeling she was going to join up with us whether we wanted her to or not. There's a fair point.
As usual, you have such a way with words. Very well. You may use me however you wish. Assuming you can handle me, of course.
She a guest?
Huh? What's that sound?
It sounds like something's burning. Huh?
What on earth? It's a machine with a cloaking device.
Do you think they're gonna try a frontal assault?
Gonna be hard to smoke them out if they're using camouflage. Call for backup.
They're in disarray. Everything's going according to plan.
Those Marduk guys sure make some neat little toys. I don't even think that baby's on the market yet.
Operating multiple drones at once is so not as easy as it looks. Okay, you guys are up next. Get on out there and raise some hell. Oh, and don't let any passersby get caught in the crossfire.
You got it, lady. Man, oh man. We really got the short end of the stick here. Man sure is asking the world of this old drunk.
Oh, come on. It's not all bad. At least you've got me to back you up. Plus, you can't tell me you aren't getting a kick out of this.
True. This is kind of like gambling after all. Just with higher stakes.
Sid, you guys better watch yourselves out there, all right?
Will do! All right, boys? Let's get in there and kick some heavyweight ass! Yeah!
That ought to keep him busy for a while. You guys ready, Reset?
Yes. We have arrived at the infiltration point. You have our gratitude, Mirabelle.
We can take it from here.
All right then. Shall we begin? Open sesame!
That is a handy little trick right there. Infiltration complete. Not a single scratch on the wall. That dust glaive of yours is pretty handy in a pinch. They cut a path straight through the barrier. It's actually more like splitting through space itself. It's almost as though it has some otherworldly properties. Very perceptive. Your unclouded eye is as impressive as they say. Oop, I'm bleeding. Was that sword you wield? No doubt there's a number of fascinating stories surrounding it. Yep, want to hear a few of them? Let's start with the one about how it was first forged. Guys, this isn't story time. Need to focus on the task at hand. Mirabelle and the rest can only keep their forces distracted for so long. Let's push our way to the top.
Nice and refreshed.
Treasure located. I'll be watching over you.
Blink. We've got the upper hand.
Engaging skill.
Up to you.
Fine with me.
I failed.
All in a day's work.
Boost gauge level
It
maximum.
would go just fine.
Okay.
Ooh, now they make for a fun fight.
I'll cover you. You got a charge attack ready.
Engaging sharp strike.
Now's your chance for a shard boost. Activating skill.
Target lock. If you please. Mr. Wang. Ain't a rat, Aaron.
Have some of this! Rough 'em up, Divine Blade!
It's Misarugi. This is it. Silver win.
I'm feeling frisky.
Initiating skill.
Nice.
Well, what do you expect?
Wow, that guy was worth a lot of XP. Holy shnikes.
Let's get to work.
Boost gauge level maximum. You got a charge attack ready.
Slicing down. Blink. Time for that. We've got the upper hand. They're down.
Now's a great time for a shard engaging skill.
Duality.
No.
Ripple. Dude, Shizuna's busted.
Feels pretty great.
Holy shit.
swordsmanship,
He's
Miss
so
Mizumi.
strong. Elevators. Okay. That's the optional path, I see.
Good warm up. You gotta charge it out. We've got the upper hand.
Hop to it, Shizuna!
Up to you.
I failed.
Oh boy, did you. Got your shit rocked.
This feels pretty great.
Hey, leave some for the rest of us, Shizuna.
The base guys aren't terrible for XP either. Like 3 of them for 250 is not amazing, but not terrible.
Treasure located.
You gotta charge it. Let's finish this long.
Go get him, Tiger.
Keep going. Keep moving, Van. Too slow.
God, okay, you're real squishy.
You picked the wrong guy to fight.
Attack 2.
Wonder, Spriggan.
I'll take it.
That's pretty nice. Go. The other big fella.
Let's get to work.
You got a charge attack ready.
Slicing down. We've got the upper hand. We can win.
Engaging skill.
Up to you.
Got
Looks like a hippo.
Looks like some good moves.
Pretty great. We've got the upper hand.
Engaging skill.
I'll put it in.
I failed.
EX chain 200 times or more. Jabberwock arm.
This feels pretty great.
Very well done.
Okay, so there's elevators. Sensibly, that is not my goal.
Oh my. Quite the reception.
You got a charge attack ready.
one more.
We've got the upper hand.
Engaging skill.
Up to you.
Initiating skill.
Butterflies. Yeah. Enjoy. Illustrious stomp.
Jesus.
This feels pretty great.
Ugh, you were way too damn strong, Divine Blade.
Get to work.
You got a charge attack ready.
You got this.
I failed.
Nice. Moving on.
Okay, yeah, I gotta go up those elevators. Gotta move on. Head up. How many more ups are there?
The young swordsman's fighting style is quite lovely. I cannot help but be entranced by it.
I was about to make the same comment about yours. It's bewitching, elegant, and ruthless all at once. I wish I could take it all in for myself.
It seems we have much in common.
For sure.
Oh, no. They're like two psychopathic bees in a pod.
Let's get to work. Keep it up.
Hero of Legend defeated 1,000 or more enemies. Love getting achievements.
Nice. That went great.
Shall I prepare some sweets for you, Mr. Arkwright?
Shall I prepare some sweets for you, Mr. Arkwright?
Careful. That's above an A-level threat.
Keep going.
Here! Your time's up. Cleave them in two, princess.
Engaging skill.
Make it count, Van.
After Arkwright,
Up to you, Reset. Got you covered.
Not quite enough damage.
My turn now.
Engaging skill.
No buffs for you.
It's go time.
Let's just explode it.
Leave this to me.
I'll take over.
Oh, I could do better.
Freeze.
Oh, goodies for the taking.
All right. Mobile hacking. Here we go. Hi, Mayor.
now I've done it. I'm not
God damn
done
it.
yet.
Didn't see that guy fast enough. They're slightly faster than you, so you can't just beat them in a straight foot race. Oh my god, I did not see that one.
I'm not done yet.
I'm gonna try going this way. And this sucks.
Time's almost up. That's a good law. Now do me a solid. I bypassed the security.
Woo! Got that a little close. Lorraine. Nice. But we got it. We're fine.
Oh my. Quite the reception.
This will make for a good warm-up.
We got a charge attack ready.
Blink.
Watch out. We're up against a large group.
They're down.
Engaging skill.
I'll put it in.
Initiating skill.
Onwards and upwards. I'll reach even greater heights.
Okay, there's our elevators.
located.
This will make her jump.
Got a charger ready.
We've got the upper hand.
Faster than light.
Now's a great time for engaging skill.
Gotcha!
Paint 'em red, Aaron.
I failed. Couldn't take your eyes off me, right?
Nicely done, Aaron.
Well, that means I got another 250 ambushes landed. No Vol. Yep, and everything on this floor.
Treasure located. Be watching your course.
You got a charger ready.
We've got the upper hand.
Now's a great time for a shard boost. Engaging skill.
Your net.
It's go time!
Now.
Couldn't take your eyes off me, right?
Thank you for the
Your
hydrate.
martial arts were most impressive, Mr. Wayne.
I think what we're probably going to do is get as far as we can into this, but not do the end little bit.
There's a ton of them. Should we get to work?
Get to work.
Watch out. You're up against a large group.
They're down.
Engaging skill.
Because there's probably, this is, I think, the end of the chapter. So there's going to be like 40 minutes of fucking cutscenes, like there always is. And I do not have that kind of time. I have to go make dinner.
All in a day's work.
Ugh, you way too damn strong, Divine Blade.
Jeez, two of them.
Watch it. That one's big.
I'll cover you. You got a triple counter.
Let's deploy shots.
Won't take long. Make it count, Darren. Get going. It's go time.
Ball's in your court.
Initiating skill. Cleave them in two, princess.
Hop to it, Chisna.
One down.
Use a shard boost to get the upper hand.
Gotcha. Up to you, Reset.
Activating.
Take over.
Okay.
It's go time.
Now.
Initiating skill. Cleave them in two, princess.
Now. Make it count, Van.
And how is this guy? Thank you.
You picked the wrong guy to fight.
Shall I prepare some sweets for you, Mr. Arkwright?
All right, there's our way up.
Looks like a chest.
Be watching your course.
Snooze, you lose.
Down.
Activating skill.
Gotcha. Up to you, Reset.
Activating skill.
I failed. The star has arrived.
We did exemplary work.
Very well done.
All right. Yep, up one more floor, I think, and then we're gonna save and call it right on time. I can go make food.
Where are so many guards? I thought we took them by surprise.
It is not out of character for him to have planned for every conceivable contingency.
But why go to all that effort? Just can't figure out what the hell that guy's after.
I don't care about the whys or hows. I already know everything I need to know.
Snooze, you lose.
Too damn far this time, Sal.
Okay, I'm gonna finish this fight and then actually.
Time's up. You're next. Activate your skill.
Too slow.
Now we're talking. Engaging skill.
It's actually dark out. What's that? Let's grab this item, then we'll call it.
This feels
All right.
pretty great.
So I'm gonna save here. And we're gonna have to finish this up next time, which should be Friday, unless my brain doesn't work tomorrow morning and I just end up playing this anyway. Anywho, thanks everybody for coming and watching and chatting and hanging out. I appreciate it as always. I'll be back tomorrow at 9 a.m. Eastern Time with something. It might be this. It might not be this. I would prefer it if it wasn't this, so that I don't get burned out on this. But we'll figure that out tomorrow morning, as I always do. In any case, I hope you all have a lovely rest of your evening, and until tomorrow. Bye-bye.